This is a defensive operation.
But if attacked,
we're fired on, we will respond, and we will respond with lethal efficiency.
Linda Kenyon,
lethal
CBS News,
efficiency. I like that, right?
CNN's White House Correspondents' Dinner attacker Cole Allen has been indicted today on 4 federal charges. According to court records, Allen was indicted on the 3 charges we knew about: attempt to assassinate President Trump and 2 gun charges. He has also been indicted on an additional charge of assaulting an officer or employee of the U.S. with a deadly weapon. A man has shot 5 people in Texas, killing 2 of them in Carrollton, which is north of Dallas. Carrollton Police Chief Roberto Arredondo says it happened at the K-Town Plaza in an area known as Koreatown.
The suspect was identified as Song Han Ho, Asian male, 69, and officers have successfully taken him into custody.
The suspect knew the victims. Vice President J.D. Vance travels to the country's midsection on this primary day. CBS's Ed O'Keefe with more.
Vance is headed here to Iowa, where competitive races in at least 3 congressional districts this fall could decide control of the House of Representatives. Both parties believe this state, once again, up for grabs because of the economy.
Voters are going to the polls in Ohio and Indiana. In the Buckeye State, they are casting ballots in Senate, House, and governor's primary races. Hoosiers are weighing in on House and state races. Stocks closed up on Wall Street. This is CBS News.
Join Adriana Diaz and Kelly O'Grady for the perfect start to your weekend. Ease into your Saturday with CBS Saturday Morning on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 1059 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
403, Tuesday, the 5th day of May. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Lisa Fielding. We have cloudy skies, 56 degrees, winds out of the west now gusting at 20 miles an hour. Cloudy, kind of cool for May. That's kind of the story for most of the week. Looks like Saturday looks beautiful right now. Sunshine with highs in the mid-70s. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 4:15. First, at 4, several West Town residents are taking their issues with some major construction plans straight to their alderman's office. Here's the details from WBBM's Andy James.
This is completely unacceptable, and it's completely going to screw up Grand Avenue as a major thoroughfare through our community.
Longtime resident Dan Olis not mincing words about Mayor Johnson's plans, supported by Alderman Walter Burnett III, to call for shrinking Grand Avenue from 4 lanes to 2 in order to create new bike lanes.
Where are the residences, their guests, and their customers supposed to park? What's going to happen when an Amazon, a UPS, a FedEx, a U.S. Mail delivery service needs to stop on Grand Avenue and it's only 2 lanes? It's going to block up traffic in both directions.
Olis says he and many neighbors aren't opposed to new bike lanes, but want to ensure first responders, businesses, and residents in the area don't suffer.
This is an opportunity, a great opportunity for our aldermen and our mayor to show that they really care about their constituents, to show that what we think really matters.
In West Town, Andy Day, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Tragic update to a stabbing incident over the weekend in the southwest suburbs.
The situation unfolded around 1 p.m. Sunday afternoon in the Riverwalk Homes Apartments. It's located on the 300 block of North Broadway in Joliet. Joliet police are saying the 17-year-old victim was stabbed inside a 5th-floor apartment. He was taken to St. Joseph Medical Center in critical condition and later died Monday. Police were able to arrest another 17-year-old boy at the scene. Right now, he's facing juvenile aggravated battery charges. It's possible those charges could be upgraded. With Marshall, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
And we're continuing to follow a shooting in the western suburbs that injured a teenage boy in Carroll Stream. Police were dispatched to the Newport Villages subdivision into a nearby hospital. Carroll Stream police continue to investigate what led up to that. A Cook County judge has found Tax Appeals Commissioner Samantha Steele not guilty of drunk driving. This is almost 18 months after her high-profile arrest on Chicago's north side.
You want me to handcuff you and arrest you? No. That's police body cam video and a finding of ethics violations since she was elected 4 years ago. She lost her bid for re-election in the March primary. We're in the loop. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 1059. WBDM.
Illinois AFL-CIO is arguing that the Trump administration is hiding the real reason it's suing the state to get access to voter rolls.
Claims by the Justice Department that it wants to check Illinois is complying with required voter list maintenance is pretextual, the AFL-CIO argues. As first reported by Capitol News, attorneys for the labor group filed documents in a lawsuit, including an email from a deputy in the DOJ's Civil Rights Division. It said they were trying to get access to a DHS database for verifying citizenship and immigration status for public assistance that would help them compare it to states' voter data. No court has allowed DOJ access to the rolls. Lawyers for the State Board of Elections hope Illinois becomes the 7th state to dismiss such a lawsuit. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Famous horror novelist from Evanston has won the Pulitzer for fiction.
Daniel Krauss is best known for his many horror novels and high-profile collaborations with filmmakers such as Guillermo del Toro. This week, Krauss won the 2026 Pulitzer Prize for fiction for his World War I novel Angel Down. It tells the story of American soldiers trapped on a French battlefield who find an angel caught in barbed wire. The Pulitzer Committee describes Krauss's novel as a breathless novel of World War I. Krauss grew up in Iowa and attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. He now lives in Evanston. Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
It is 4:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Watching the roads today with us, Lisa Costi.
We've got some improvements happening on the tri-state now. Northbound, you're still heavy from 127th to 95th, but that earlier crash that was blocking the exit ramp has been cleared out of the way. Also, southbound, we were dealing with the crash at Halstead, so still heavy from the I-80 merge to Halstead, but that crash has been moved to the left shoulder. The Eden's 45 minutes in from Lakewood to the junction. Outbound just 15 minutes. The Kennedy now heavy from Cumberland all the way to Ogden. You'll get a nice look at the Wintrust mural on North Avenue. 57 minutes in from O'Hare. 27 from the junction. Outbound, you're kind of creeping from the Jane Byrne interchange to the Ohio Street feeder. And then Division of Harlem. 32 to Montrose. 52 O'Hare. Stay in the locals. They'll save you about 2 minutes. The Eisenhower now heading from Higgins to I-355 and then York to past Harlem. Sacramento to the Jane Byrne, making it all an hour 10 long ride from the Jane Addams to the Jane Byrne interchange. 43 from Manheim. Outbound heavy from the Byrne interchange 25th and Woodfield to I-90. 52 to Manheim, an hour 13 out to the Jane Addams. On the Stevenson inbound, you are heavy from I-355 to Route 83, and then LaGrange to Pulaski, 55 minutes from the Veterans to DeSable Lakeshore Drive. Outbound still jammed from State Street to Pulaski. It's taken a while to get that earlier crash out of the way. It's still blocking the right lane as they're trying to tow it out of the way. It's an hour 9 to the Tri-State and an hour 25 to I-355. Your next traffic from the Metro Traffic Center is at 418 on News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
So thank you for the rest of today. Clouds, maybe some sun, cool with a high only of 60. Mostly cloudy early, then partly cloudy later on tonight. A low of 43. Remaining cool tomorrow. Clouds and limited sun, kind of like today, with a high of 58. But things are looking up for the weekend. We'll tease you with that. We're going to have the AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 4:15. 56 degrees right now. Market watch. Stocks in the green. It's 4:10.
This winter might not have been the worst one on record, but it's up there.
What's up, everybody? 4:08 p.m. SubX.News Live on the spot reporting. It is Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. I'm thinking we do a little bit of radio calls. We catch up with some crime, see what's going on. We'll travel around, see what we're doing today, right? Tuesdays are my movie days, so I might cut out early. We don't know. We don't have no idea. People sometimes ask, John, what are you doing today? Where are you going? What's on your ideas? What's on your itinerary? What's your agenda? I don't know. We don't have an agenda. All we do is we start the show the same way, try to start it around 4 o'clock. We throw some news on. We do a little talking once in a while. And that's where we go from. So let's listen to the crime citywide one, see if there's anything happening. I'll check some stuff as I'm driving. If anything happened, we'll look around downtown. I put on my live radio, so we have 2 radios going at the same time, and we'll see what's going on. Dave talked about doing a food show. Maybe we do themes. I'm figuring out the music too. I think I found a way to do music without getting messed with Facebook. I'm working on it. I don't want to ruin the live feeds, because live feeds I use as my documentation, right? So, but I'm almost there with the music. So we might get into music too. I might take a music break once in a while. We do it at night, right? When we do the meditation sunsets, but I might do it in the middle too. So we'll see how this goes. Told you 2026 is going to be different for SubX.News. I would love to do other stuff and clips and things like in here, but I can't do it on my phone here. I don't know. I would love to bring people on. We've done it before with phone calls. This car that I'm in is bad. It's got a bad radio and bad phone connection. But once I get this radio fixed, I would love to bring people on regularly on phone calls, but I would really like to do video calls. right? Where you get on, you talk, maybe you have stuff to show, maybe you do a screen share where you share stuff that you have, all of those kinds of things. Somewhere where you can start using this platform to talk about what's the issues that you have, what you want to see changed. Maybe something good. Maybe you got a graduation. Maybe you got a bar mitzvah. I don't know what you got going on, right? What's this guy doing here, right? You're gonna get rammed, that guy, if you better watch out, man. I got a steel bumper. He don't. Look at all the boots here. You see all the boots? Look at all those boots there. You know, and think about this. Brandon Johnson is running as a progressive, right? He's a progressive. He doesn't believe in trauma. He believes in treatment. He thinks tickets and fines and fees are racist. That stores that close because of crime are racist, right? That red light cameras are racist. That speed light cameras are racist. That the boot is racist. But then when you drive, and I just showed you this, you see the boots there. You see the red light cameras. So what he says doesn't match what he does. And that's something messed up, right? And that's where we're at with the crime, right? He kept saying crime is down. All of us in the field said, no, it's not. It might be in certain respects, but crime overall never went down. It never went down. One, it artificially spiked because of COVID. Don't know why. If it's related to the Floyd riots or COVID, what it was, don't know. I don't know if anybody's done a definitive article on why there was a COVID spike in crime. So there was a spike in crime. So when he says crime is down, it's from a spike. It isn't from the level. And now we're saying, as you just seen, I just put up the week 18 stats. Crime is actually a little elevated from last year, which is bad since it should be down. So if it's up from, here's a way to explain. If it's up, I know people don't like the way when I talk about statistics. I took some classes on it. If it's equal to crime last year, then it's not dropping. It's elevated. If it's higher than last year, which it's now showing 18 weeks, right? That means what? It's higher than normal, because the norm, the baseline is 19 and 18. Those are baseline years, because 20, 21, and 22 are elevated year. Even 24 was an elevated year. It started leveling out, because those were artificially elevated through COVID and through the Floyd riots, right? Through social rioting, right? So if the level is the same as last year, then that means it's elevated from 2019. I'll be doing a regression study about that. It's a fancy statistical stuff. I'm not trying to make it easy for everybody to understand. But that's where we're at. I hope everybody's doing good. And this is some radio calls and see where we're at with crime. And we'll see what happens, all right? Let's see how I do this here. I got to push that button, and we're going to get going, all right? So we're at about 3:16 now in calls, about an hour back. So we try to catch up, right? If we missed anything.
07878, 07878.
7383 Adam.
83 Adam.
Yes, ma'am. Event number 95th Red Line North.
07881, 07881.
7384 Eddie.
7384 Eddie.
Yeah, can I get a vent for a train ride mission heading south? From Silverback Red Line.
07909, 07909.
8384.
7384. 84 Eddie.
Anything.
Okay, I'm confused. 7384. You were coming in and you want a mobile with 84 Eddie?
Train ride with Eddie.
Oh, okay. Alright, you're gonna have to repeat that. All I heard was really loud noises.
Eddie mission number, we're in car number 2818 on the orange line heading north. Can I get the event number, please?
Alright, northbound from where?
How was that steak yesterday, Jason? Weren't you the one that was cooking steak and potatoes or something like that yesterday? How was it? What'd you have? What kind of steak? Were you the one that was cooking steak yesterday?
Number for 69 for the rail line. 07948. 07948. 7383 George.
83 Adam.
83 George, go ahead. I have an event number for bus and Loomis.
913 units at night, Speedway, criminal trespass in progress, 3108 Halsted. And a set of repeats, center, return, refuse, and leave. Male, white sweater, black jeans. No weapons on 13 different assets, please.
Alright, 83 George, take 07954. 07954. Next unit that was trying to come in.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Number for Harlem Blue Line, please.
07957. 07957.
73.
Alright, I had multiple units coming in.
7388 Adam.
88 Adam.
Get a event for disturbance, 430 South Stadium and show us clear.
Alright, that's going to be 07963. 07963. Next unit that was trying to come in. Alright, try again. That was all feedback.
73 boy.
83 boys. Alright, take 07967. 07967.
7383. Eddie.
What's up, Isidore?
83 Eddie.
Platform check at Red Line, Carfield Park, please.
07975. 07975.
7380.
Unit coming in.
7388.
That looks a little dangerous, reading and driving, don't it?
Number Blue Line Medical
There you go. Reading and driving.
07980. 07980.
7386.
86 David.
Can I get a number for Jackson Red, please?
08003. 08003.
Henry.
83 Henry.
Show us getting gas on that.
08015. 08015. 83 George. 83 George. Can I get a number for bus stop 79th in Aberdeen? Alright, take 08047. 08047. 7388 Adam. 88 Adam. Please show us our car 3376 Blue Line headed westbound. Sure. From where?
A lot of cops over here.
88 Adam. From Damon.
There's a lot of cops right there. A lot. More than usual.
That's going to be 08068. 08068. Thank you.
Here's the night just Speedway, Q1 ticket person shot 4915 Wood, 4915 South Wood. Two guys shot in front of the house. It's on 13 different assets, clear.
I guess that's where we're gonna go, right?
7383
You just heard it, right?
83
Two shot 4915 Wood, right? That's where we're heading. That's my neighborhood. That's back in there. There's a lot of cops here, though. See that there?
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Number for Cumberland Blue, please.
08092. 08092.
Two shot, 4915 Southwood.
84 boy.
Flight event number, ride mission going northbound to 37.
Zero 8096. 08096.
7386 Charlie.
88 Adam. From Damon.
Houston 93 West, here one ticket, person shot, 4915 Wood, 4915 South Wood, 2 guys shot.
88 Adam. From Damon. Alright, that's going to be 08068. 08068. Thank you.
Houston 93 West, here one ticket, person shot, 4915 Wood, 4915 South Wood, 2 guys shot in front of the house. It's on 1369, clear.
4915, right?
Houston 93 West, here one ticket, person shot, 4915 Wood, 4915 South Wood, 2 guys shot in front of the house. It's on 1369, clear.
73
83 Ida.
That number, push off to Ashland and 60 again, please.
08087. 08087.
Right, 15, right?
88 Adam. 7388 Adam. 88 Adam.
Houston 93 West, here one ticket, person shot, 4915 Wood, 4915 South Wood, 2 guys shot in front of the house. It's on 1369, clear.
73 Adam.
83 Ida.
That number, push off to Ashland and 60 again, please.
08087. 08087.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
Number for Cumberland Blue, please.
08092. 08092.
7384 boy.
84 boy.
Flight event number, ride mission going northbound to 37.
08096. 08096.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
Can I get one for Roosevelt Orange Line?
08109.
Yeah, it's wild how they say you have to stay open. And here, I don't even think they're worried about the crime and the theft. It is kind of covered by insurance or whatever, and that can be mitigated if you get enough sales, right? You're always going to have theft in retail. But I think the bigger thing, if you listen to that announcement from Morgan, they said safety. So that means the employees were threatened with violence, and that's not good.
Students fighting and a female parent is armed with a gun.
What? At a school? Listen up. Something's happening at a school.
Units of Florence City, a person with a gun at Bowen High School, 2710 East 89th Street. Caller says there's 30 students fighting and a female parent is armed with a gun. Caller couldn't provide any description. Where's district zoning?
30 students fighting at Bowen High School, and a parent might have a gun.
Did I get a premise check 35th and red line for that?
08131. 08131.
7387 boy.
87 boy.
That number please, Jefferson Park Blue Line.
08140. 08140. 38980.
Brandon Johnson said it's the safest city for pedestrians, that fatalities are down. What are you talking about?
08153.
Brandon Johnson said traffic fatalities are down. What are you talking about?
7384 Adam.
84 Adam.
Red line at 95th Station.
08166. 08166.
7389 David.
9386 Adam. 89 David, you are coming in first.
Okay, can I get number for Chicago in the red, please?
08175. 08175. And then female unit that was trying to come in.
We're going down to this double shooting over here.
Adam, go ahead. Cermak Red Line Station, can we enter that?
And part of that Walgreens thing is... you got guys, hobos everywhere. Don't you see the hobo there, man? That's... There. The hobo's right there, right? It's all empty here. Who wants to be around that stuff? Here's another thing. Why don't there be your own pharmacy? Black pharmacy, Hispanic pharmacy. I know people say we should be colorless, but who cares? Why are you complaining that they're racist? Open your own. Who cares? Who cares? No one. If you go to Chinatown, it's Chinese restaurant. You go up to Devon, it's Indian and Pakistani restaurant. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You go to Pilsen 26th Street, it's mostly Mexican places. Who cares? Open your own stuff. Why are you complaining? If it's so good of a business, if it's so profitable and it's so safe, and you're so loyal to the business to keep it safe, then why aren't you opening up your own? Why not? Why? Because they were destroyed. That's why. Then they blame Walmart. They blame Walgreens that they're the ones that took away the businesses. Like, yeah, whatever, man. Oh, now you can open your own. Who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry. I'm not being mean, but I don't care that you don't have. And I'm sorry, Ms. Zedora. I'm not trying to insult you or Chatham or the residents, but I really don't care. That's too bad. The residents and the community didn't protect their businesses. They didn't go there. They don't call police on criminals. They allow criminals to run loose in the area. Drug addicts, drunks, and whatever else going around there that destroys the business. We have it a little bit in our neighborhood. We try to keep tabs on it. We just had a crash and grab on my corner there. But that's a car. I mean, it's hard to stop a car, right? You kind of get where I'm going? But yeah, we have thefts in our neighborhood. We try to keep it up, and people try to keep going to the store. But, I mean, in the end, that's the community's fault that they don't regulate the crime, right? That they allow crime, right? You have caps, you have beat cops, you have your aldermen, you have the state legislators, you have the mayor, you got all these people. You go to them and say, hey, man, there's a lot of crime here. We need to solve it. But I guess, you know, the better thing is to say, yeah, you can't close the store when we rob and smash your stuff up, right? And everybody that listens to this show, you hear those all the time. Walgreens is always on the radio. All right, what we're gonna do? I'll pause the radio calls and we're gonna go to. I'll go here. I'll mark it. We stopped at 3:39. I'll go back, but we're gonna listen to local news now at 4:30. See what's going on. See what the city's got to say, right? They usually put stuff on 4:30.
Dallas. In sports, the Cubs hosted Cincinnati. The Sox face the LA Angels in business.
Solid gains for Wall Street today on easing tensions in Iran. The Dow up 356 points. The Nasdaq at a new all-time high, up 258. The S&P also at a record high, up 58. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
Cloudy skies for the most part. Temperatures in the mid-50s. It's 4:31. Chicago Mayor Johnson says state lawmakers need to provide help with improvements around the lakefront.
There you go.
Campus specifically, whether or not the Bears move to Arlington Heights or not. The story from WBBM political editor Jeff Buckles.
The campus needs a makeover.
And Mayor Johnson told reporters that the plan he and Bears executives put forth 2 years ago to reimagine the museum campus around a new publicly owned dome stadium would have brought that makeover, especially when it comes to getting in and out.
The ingress, egress is absolutely horrific.
And as he prepares for discussions this week with state lawmakers about the city's needs from Springfield, he suggests that the so-called mega projects bill that the team wants for a new stadium in Arlington Heights is economically unsound.
I don't know why why any Chicago legislator would vote for anything that doesn't benefit the people that they represent and vote for.
And he says he wishes there was as much interest in finding ways to increase funding for public schools.
Think about how folks are coming together to figure out a stadium.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9. WBDM.
Now, people trying to promote those so-called teen takeovers in Chicago might have a harder time getting the word out. This is under a proposal that's inching closer to a vote by members of the city council. The plan from Southside Alderman William Hall would require the owners of social media platforms, including Facebook and TikTok, to take down posts that promote those unsanctioned gatherings or face fines. Alderman Hall says,
I got it yet. I'm going down there right now.
Conversation about potential.
Well, we already have it up on our page.
What's fair
we already
is
posted
they
it.
pay the
Thanks,
bill.
Jennifer.
What it's costing us
Appreciate
to
you.
not
Do
be
you,
a part. So that's
you
what
got any news on the victims?
Council committee in the next couple of weeks. A viral.
Thanks, Jennifer.
On the CTA Red Line is back in jail.
A passenger was recording video when Eric Vinson got on the train, a hammer in each hand, and started threatening people.
I ain't lying about every black that kiss white folks, I'm gonna kill them for real.
He said he just got out of prison. Nobody was hurt that day. It's alleged the 51-year-old man with a long criminal history was more recently sleeping on a Red Line train, a backpack with hammers sticking out next to him. Sheriff's deputies woke him up, told him he couldn't sleep there. The online news site CWB Chicago reports, according to the incident report, he became agitated, said he was the king of the CTA, and repeatedly threatened to hit a deputy in the head. A judge said he's a threat to public safety and denied pretrial release. Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 WBDM.
4:33 around the nation now. Police are investigating a shooting at a mall near Dallas that left at least 2 people dead.
Police in Carrollton, Texas have arrested one suspect in a shooting that left at least 2 people dead and injured 3 others. Police Chief Roberto Arredondo says it was not a random act.
Victims were meeting with the suspect for a business purpose.
Police say the suspect was arrested after a short foot chase. The area is a thriving hub for the Korean community, including dozens of restaurants, big box stores, and churches. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
President Trump is commenting on the war in Iran as U.S. military leaders say the ceasefire is still
There's a
in effect.
Korean that did that shooting.
Just how close Iran was to having a nuclear weapon.
Maybe we wouldn't all be here right now. I can tell you the Middle East would have been gone. Israel would have been gone.
And then Europe and the U.S.
Because they're sick people.
He says we're not going to let lunatics have a nuclear weapon.
The power of a nuclear weapon is something I don't even want to talk about. It's not going to happen. And we have beaten them badly.
Stacey Lane, CBS News, Washington.
Well, a man accused of attacking this year's White House Correspondents' Dinner now faces charges of assaulting a federal officer. Cole Allen was formally indicted by a grand jury this afternoon on 4 charges, 3 of which he was charged with through a criminal complaint last week, attempting to assassinate the president, and 2 gun charges. Allen, who is 31, is yet to enter a plea and is set to be arraigned next Monday. Well, starting next school year, students will be doing a lot more competitive exercises.
A longtime public school fixture is back. It included a mile-long run and sit-ups. The annual presidential fitness test started under Dwight Eisenhower and was phased out under Barack Obama.
We're bringing it back.
President Trump has revived the Presidential Physical Fitness Award, announcing it in the Oval Office with cabinet members, child athletes, and pros like golfer Bryson DeChambeau, who remembers winning the award as a teen and pushed for it to come back.
This test has been a huge deal for me is that these kids now are going to have a healthy future.
The president stressed the importance of both physical and mental fitness while joking about his own workout routine.
About 1 minute a day max, if I'm lucky.
Sagar Meghani, Washington.
4:36.
At U.S. Waterproofing, when we're called to fix a basement water problem, we get it fixed right. And we'll treat your home with the same.
There's a mass shooting in Dallas. It was a Korean shooter there.
Waterproofing.com. U.S.
A
waterproof.
Korean did the shooting over there. A Korean man was in Koreatown, it sounds like, in Dallas.
I'm not done. Sorry. Why are you wearing your best babushka? We go First American Bank, so grandma proves she no robot. What? Francis Lakomskis tell me banks now use fakey smartness to know you real. Oh, you mean artificial intelligence? Yeah. Grandma, AI is a tool banks use. First American knows you're real. Well, Francis Lakomskis tell me to get...
Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks for keeping me posted.
Real grandma. No, Grandma, you applied for a First American Bank home equity loan because First American has the best loan deals in town. Yeah. Remember we spoke with the First American Bank specialist about the loan? Maybe she a robot. No.
Alright, we're gonna go this way, right?
Real live personal service. Engineer, we're gonna show you Grandma. Okay, here we go. Oh, that no pitch. This a pitch. How? We can know the real Junior.
First American Bank, the bank that does more for your money. Visit firstambank.com or call us at...
And you know, there was a mass shooting somewhere else yesterday. I forget where it was. North Carolina? There's at least one a day. I'll do another report on mass shootings. It's a good website. You put in mass shootings and it goes to a place. It's a gun violence mass shootings website.
Employees pay, plus get crazy low interest rates on most new Ford models at PackyWeb Ford. In Lincolnwood, the Sitco on Crawford and Toohey has gas for $4.85 a gallon. In LaGrange, the Sitco on 55th and Brainerd has gas for $4.79 a gallon. Still to come, a new project from U Chicago Medicine is looking at the impacts of a Formula One season and how it has on the human body and mind. That's going to be interesting. More on that in a moment. But first, let's get a check of the road, sponsored by The Great Escape. And here's Lisa Costi.
We've got a crash on the outbound Dan Ryan, so you're backed up from the Byrne interchange to before the Stevenson. That crash blocking a lane, and then the delays continue from 31st all the way down to the split. Right now, 45 minutes from the Jane Byrne interchange to I-57. Dan Ryan inbound now, about half of that, 22 minutes in from the Bishop Ford merge to the Jane Byrne interchange. Your delays from the Stevenson to the Byrne interchange. The Edens continuing to build here. We're heavy from the spur ramp all the way to the junction. 47 in from Lake Cook. Outbound, you're zipping out at 15 minutes. The Kennedy now heavy from the railroad.
The Dallas shooting, he knew the people. Right?
27 from the junction. Outbound slow from the Byrne interchange to Harlem. 34 minutes to Montrose. 52 to O'Hare. You may as well stay in the locals because the express lanes are actually 2 minutes slower. The Eisenhower, an hour 13 in from the Jane Addams to downtown. 43 from Mannheim. Outbound heavy from the Byrne interchange to 25th and then Higginstein 90. 52 to Mannheim. It's an hour 16 to the Jane Addams. The Stevenson now 52 minutes in from I-355 to DeSable Lakeshore Drive. Your delays from Route 83 to the Tri-State and then LaGrange to Pulaski. Outbound jammed up from King Drive now to Pulaski as that earlier crash cleanup continues in the right lane. It's an hour 4 to the Tri-State and hour 15 to I-355. I-55 in Will County northbound heavy from Route 53 to 355. Southbound from 355 to Joliet Road. Mentioned the Dan Ryan, I-57, 17 minutes in for you, 20 on your outbound side. The Bishop Ford delays 15 minutes in, 28 going back out to 8094. From the Metro Traffic Center, your next traffic at 448 on News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
WBBM AccuWeather. It's going to remain mostly cloudy into the early part of tonight. There will be some clearing, though, later on, a low 43. A cool day tomorrow with clouds and limited sunshine, a high of 58. Rather cloudy and chilly tomorrow night, low 41. Then a breezy, cool day Thursday with intervals of clouds and sunshine, high near 60. 56 at O'Hare right now, 55 at Midway, 57 in Flossmoor, 51 at the lakefront, going down to 43 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Stocks in the green today. The Dow up more than 350 points higher. S&P 500 and the Nasdaq close at fresh records. It is 440. U Chicago's medical team is going behind the scenes with Formula One.
The hospital is partnering with the Haas F1 team to study how a racing season affects the mind and body. The project called The Human Engine focuses on the mechanics, engineers, and support staff who travel the world keeping the team.
Did you see that lady giving out tickets? Think about it. They give out tickets. That's a regressive tax. And they're here. Where are they here? In Chinatown, where it's bustling, right? Where they spend money here. This is a nice place. You see the cars? Yet they come here and it's a predatory ticketing system. They're predators. The city has become the predator, right? Because they're criminals. They hang around with criminals, right?
And interviews, the University of Chicago team hopes to pinpoint what takes the biggest toll and how to address it. even if it means attending races.
Several of our team members flew down to Miami for the F1 event, and she was doing some interviews, gathering more information about how sleep and stress, affect team performance.
Lynn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The GOP bill would fund $1 billion in security upgrades for President Trump's ballroom project. The U.S. Secret Service would use the money to ensure the ballroom is a safe place for the president to hold events. Trump and Republicans have been pushing the project ever since a man attempted to assassinate the president at a media dinner a little over a week ago. Democrats oppose funding the ballroom, and the National Trust for Historic Preservation has sued to stop it. A botanical milestone has been reached in Britain.
For close to 300 years, the Royal Horticultural Society has kept a herbarium, a record of popular plants grown in the nation's gardens. This week, it recorded its 100,000th entry.
I really feel that my garden is providing a specimen.
And this is the man who grew it, botanist Jonathan Gregson.
It's really exciting for me.
I know he doesn't sound excited. He is a botanist.
And not any old specimen either, the 100,000th specimen.
A cutting of the shade-loving wild ginger plant has now been pressed and stored with its 99,999 ingredients. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Top trending stories and the day in sports ahead. It's 4:42.
In Chicago, spring weather can be unpredictable. Flooding, downpours, hail, damaging winds, even a tornado. Plan ahead with our 5-day forecast at 15 past the hour. Sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Sewer, and Electric. For all the right reasons, call 866-4Seasons. Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
For many of us, it's happening. Your hair is thinning, your crown's disappearing. Hair loss can feel like identity theft. It's Beau Duran, and I've got good news. It's an incredible, yet simple, one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. And it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's the Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They may sometimes help retain what you have, but they will never regrow hair that's completely missing. From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 872-217-HAIR. That's 872-217-HAIR, or go to advancedhair.com.
I got a maniac behind me. Look at, watch this maniac. Look at that maniac. She's a maniac.
Sure, you can post your job.
This is a school zone, senior zone, and she's a maniac. Driving 40, 50 miles an hour. That's what you got, maniac drivers, right?
ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you.
All right, this is a senior apartments. I know this area. I've been here. And you got the baseball area, right? And you got the projects down there, right? The Wentworth Gardens, I think they're right there. Maniacs, right? Selfish maniacs. I drive fast. I'm guilty of driving fast, but you need to drive a certain way in certain areas, right? That's all I got to say. All right, we're gonna listen to some radio calls, see what else we missed, right?
Free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.
A family office is a...
Get one for Jackson Rec. 08378. 08378. 7383.
Platform check on red line 35th Street.
08380. 08380. Alright, we're getting a man slumped over the wheel over 5500 South Lakeshore Drive in the northbound lanes for an orange Ford Escape stalls. And the male looks like he's slumped over. Tires and red over there for him.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
Yeah, can I get one for Roosevelt Greenland?
08393. 08393.
Man slumped over a wheel, Lakeshore Drive, 55th Street.
Charlie.
6409 Charlie.
Can you show me a 3311 West Ohio with Charlie King 22802? It's unoccupied. North High Coast.
Alright, you said Charlie King 22802?
That works.
Alright.
Now we might go over to Halstead down. Let's see. Can't get through anywhere down there. We might take Halstead down. Or maybe we'll take Ashland down. We'll see. Halstead's not that bad. It's not that busy at this time.
Alright, at 6409 Charlie, you said it was unoccupied, right?
Copy.
Alright, yeah, it's a felony vehicle out of Carroll Street.
That works.
A lot of stolen cars out of the suburbs lately.
You're gonna have to call Lee's and have them send a ticket confirmation over to them.
A lot of Texas plates again coming into the city. Those are illegal cars. They steal or they buy plates from Texas, so they don't have to pay city taxes. That's what those are there. They're not rental cars. Those are stolen plates or stolen cars. They're scofflaws. And the city don't give them tickets. I've been reporting that for almost 3 years now. Most of them are Uber drivers, or they'll lease a car, and then they'll have the lease plates. You're still supposed to have a sticker if you're more than 30 days in the city, or you're renting a car more than 30 days, or whatever it is, and you're doing, especially if you're doing businesses, you need to have a sticker on your car, right? The registration says you're working here, right? It's registering your car where you're doing whatever you're doing. That's how life goes. If you live somewhere else like Indiana or Wisconsin and commute, that's okay, because you have a domicile there. But most of these guys live in Chicago, but they have outside plates. That's so they don't have to pay the taxes. And the insurance on top of it. They'll insure the car somewhere else.
Guardian rail here, trying to get to the crash. I'm eastbound on 990. The truck in the way. I was trying to get through.
Crash on.
Small damage on the passenger. 311.
Crash on 990, right?
Yeah, I was driving on the shoulder. I just sideswiped this Guardian rail here, trying to get to the crash. I'm eastbound on 990. The truck in the way. I was trying to get through. Small damage on the passenger side driver, or passenger side rear door.
Alright, you're okay though?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna need a sergeant over here though, because it's a simple crash. I got a truck here too. I'll put that on, put it on the ticket. It's gonna be, standby.
So a squad hit a truck on the highway.
Here at the, ramp. Stony Island, I've been friends with this highway.
A police car hit a truck trying to get past on the guard on the
83 Charlie.
to an accident. He got into an accident. Stony Island down there.
216 Alright,
Porter, just let me know when you land.
#73 88 boy.
88 boy.
Give that number for lunch. 705 South Sealy, please.
09135. 09135. Enjoy.
7388 boy. 7388 boy. 7388 boy.
311. I'm gonna need someone else to help me out with this other crash here at the Stony Island.
Alright, available Thursday.
Near Stony Island and the Skyway.
Thursday, 30 to 11.
3260, I'll give him a call.
Alright.
7388 boy.
You guys are all talking all of each other. You know those trying to come in?
7383 boy.
7383 boy.
How far are you? I'll check at the 79 red line.
09109 09109.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
One for Harlem Blue Lexus.
Maybe overdosed. Maybe a heart attack. Maybe a stroke. You never know. Maybe drunk. Yeah, I hope the person's alright.
83 Charlie.
At least they didn't crash, which is good.
Look at the total time to 216 North Wildbench.
At least he didn't crash, right?
Just let me know when you
Stopping in traffic is not bad.
7388 boy.
88 boy.
Give me a bed number for lunch. 705 South Sealy, please.
09135.
Traffic is bad here. I should have went down Halsted. Wrong calculation. Whatever. It is what it is.
Good afternoon. We're up.
PH1 is up. That's the helicopter. They do the stolen cars and felony cars.
Are you 1, 2, or 3 today?
Number 2.
Alright, take 09137. 09137.
Thank you very much. 7387 boy.
Ethan boy, stand by 1 second. Alright, Ethan boy, go ahead.
Is that number O'Hare Blue Line, please?
09143. 09143.
7368.
Traffic is horrible. I should have went the other way.
That number for red line Jackson, please.
That's how life goes.
09145. 09145. Hey, PH2. PH2.
PH2.
Yeah, can you switch over to Zone 8? They're looking for you.
Tap one. Seven 7383.
7383.
Station check. Red line 55th.
09152. 09152.
3211.
3211, go ahead.
Okay, so these 3 cars are on the Stony Island entrance ramp. So, is there a car that comes to help me with this, or how are we doing this with my own little crash?
Yeah, so I sent that one back to the zone, so they're gonna have.
So there's a 3-car crash on Stony by the Skyway, plus the car, plus the cop had a crash, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to gather the truck driver's information.
So we gotta get to Wood now, right? Wood's halfway in the middle of the block here, going west. We're going to get to a double shooting scene here. It happened about, it might have happened about an hour and a half ago, so we'll see if they're still out here, right?
4700. 4700. Yeah, squad 4724 will respond.
474, thanks.
Thank you, squad. Two 4-2 long citywide one.
724.
Can we get a K9 for Money Smith in 24th District?
How much money you got?
751.
Alright, 10-4, next 34.
10-4, put your staff to the zone. Number 86.
86.
Should have checked your clock late.
Second at 1. It's correct. Event number 09180. It came down for the 24th District of Money Smith.
4915, right? Wood.
Okay. 3211, you still need the sergeant?
Yeah, I'm trying to gather the truck driver's information. 4700.
4700.
Yeah, squad 4724 will respond.
474, thanks.
Thank you, squad.
Back of the yards, back of the yards. You want to be careful out here. They watch these neighborhoods, the gangs, so they don't like people they don't know out here. You're alright, you're pretty safe if you're not in a gang, but you never know. You might have some guy high on PCP or some whack juice. You might think you're in a gang, and that's it. They'll shoot at your car out here, man. It's just that same thing in Little Village. Pilsen is a little cleaned up now. Some parts of Pilsen are still bad, but not too much. But Little Village, you need to be careful at night. Same thing with back of the yards. That's what I know for sure. There's probably some other neighborhoods you need to watch out in the city for too. It's more of it's not about shooting people. It's about them protecting their territory, right? It's the old turf stuff, right? That's what it's about. Right? Whereas some of the new gangs, they don't care about that stuff. Some do, some don't.
Can you repeat, please? Sure, take event 09215, 09215.
Just gotta watch yourself. You gotta know where you're at all the time in the city. Mind your own business sometimes. That's it. Do your thing and get out. And get in and get out. And that's it. That's just life. That doesn't mean good and it doesn't mean bad. It just means that's the reality of how we live, right? When you have people who coddle the gangs and who don't think that fighting crime is something that's important to regular people, then, that's where we're at, right? And you have to understand where you're traveling to, how you're traveling, right? And what you're doing in certain areas, right? That's all I gotta say. They shot at me, or they were gonna shoot at me over here before a couple of years ago.
1700 hours on the 5th of May, 2026. Chicago point-to-point radio is clear.
I don't know what that truck's doing there, going down the side street. Look at that. That's crazy, ain't it? That's a side street, man. That ain't a truck route there. We know that. That's wild, ain't it? See that truck over there? Now, I was gonna go down that way, but I guess not, huh?
7386 George.
86 George.
Something going on in front of us. That's why everybody keeps turning, right?
09237.
Trying to get the wood, right? We're on 47th right now. Back of the yards. See, these people work and you see the traffic, stores, everything's full out here, right?
Hello, Moto.
There we go, wood, right? We're gonna go see what's going on. There's supposed to be two people shot down here, so that's what we're gonna go check out, right? And we can get to the crime scene if the crime scene is still there, right? There's another Texas plate. See, Texas plates everywhere. See that there? Texas plate. They're everywhere. You start looking at that. I've been talking about that for a few years. Those are scoff laws, right? They don't want to pay the fees, right? And I think it's insurance also. There you go. We're coming up on a crime scene here, right? We do it this way, right?
4724.
4724.
Yeah, I'm on my way to the job. I'm sorry I didn't hear the job earlier.
Oh, it's alright.
Two people shot out here, right? So let's see how close we can.
83 Frank.
83.
Negative, that's for 35th and red line, premise check.
Take advance after 0957. 83 boy. 84 boy. 83 boy. 83 boy.
SubX.News on the spot reporting. We're down in the back of the yards neighborhood. It's now 5 o'clock. There's a double shooting down here on Wood, 4915 Southwood. There's supposed to be two people shot in front of the house here. And you see the scene is still cordoned off down here. I don't know what's going on with that. Why is that happening there, right? Oh, yeah. We gotta do it this way. So there you go, right? Two people shot over here. We can't get to the area, it looks like, right? It's way down there in the middle of the block. Again, SubX.News, if you're just tuning in with Citizen, there's a report of a double shooting down here in the back of the yards, 4915 Southwood. Two people shot in front of the house. There's a lot of gang activity down here, right? And there's gentrification pushing people out. Pills in it, and it pushes some people down here, so it creates conflict, and there's also conflict coming from the east also a little bit still. I don't know if that's still happening, but you'll see here. Oh yeah, there. This is again two people shot down here in Little Village. SubX.News on the spot reporting. Scene of a double shooting here. We don't know the condition of the people. Go see what's going on, huh, everybody?
Any ETA Sports District, they're going to bring the Stony Island and get on the Skyway because the crash is right where the entrance ramp and I-98 meet. Yeah, because my sergeant wants me to, I got to do my own thing here now. And, you know, how it's going to go.
Again, scene of a double shooting down here in the back of the yards.
Yes, ma'am. I-98
There's a lot of gang activity in this area. They just had a community meeting and it was written up about a month ago. There you go, right? A lot of police here. They got some over there. What's up, fellas? We got a lot of guys out here, man. There's the bullet casings over there, right? See that there? So they said it was 4915, which would have been over here. It's taped off over there. There's also some bullet. Hey, what's up, my brother? Haven't seen you in a long time, right? Alright, you know, hanging in there. Yeah, aren't you supposed to retire soon? Oh man, I'm 2 years short. Yeah, be safe, my brother. There you go. So, there's bullet casings all up and down there. They got that place taped off over here. Let me show you this. And then this car might be involved. It looks like this car crashed here. See that there? So you got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh yeah, there's a bullet hole in the hood there. You want to see? See the bullet hole there? It shot into the hood there. You see the bullet? It's right there in the middle. It shot that way. You see that there? So somebody was shooting at that car, it looks like there. Right? And it crashed into there. There you go. And there's all... So something happened down over there. And this car crashed. Looks like those guys got shot. Maybe they had a shootout there. And I'll show you over here. And take a couple of pictures of these before I... There you go. SubX.News on the spot with 2 people shot. There's a lot of cops out here. So it don't look too good, right? This many police out here. I don't know why. We don't know if these guys made it or not.
Alright, 95 Charlie, what's your location? Clinton Blue. Alright, take a check. I'm on 09. Email unit coming in. Got the mail unit coming out. 7386 Adam.
SubX.News on the spot reporting down here on, where am I at? 50th and Wood. So reported 2 people shot. Looks like that car got shot at. There's a bullet hole right in the front hood there. You see that? And it's crashed. There's a lot of bullet casings and markers down there. So it looks like the shooting happened down there somehow. But then I'm going to show you this over here. They got something going on over here too. You see that there? Oh, there you go. What's up, fellas? There you go, man. There you go. See that? They got some stuff going on there. They got a crash over there. All kinds of stuff going on in this neighborhood there. See that there? A lot of people out here. So there you go. Shooting down here on 50th and Wood. They said it was 4915 Wood. There's also cars over there blocking that stuff off there. So I don't know why they're blocking the stuff off of there. Maybe there was some shootings over there too. Maybe they might have been shooting in a few spots. We'll go down there and check it out. Yeah.
Executive interview. So people running up the car and one person speeding like 636. So probably was the leading. weekend that she didn't put her son here.
So hell, you still around?
What are you doing here?
Man, I'm a reporter like you, my brother. I haven't seen you in about 20 years. 20 years, my brother. You too, bro. I almost wanted to marry you back then.
Same. It's too late.
Are you good, my brother, or what?
You, good seeing you.
Why are you still doing crime scene crap?
Shit, bro. Nothing. It's all the same around here.
Right?
Yeah.
You know why? They got that other place taped off over there, too. So it was a run and gun battle, right?
Yeah, apparently someone went,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Perfect. Do you see? I was smoking. I was doing my frustration.
He was all handsome and stuff in the old days.
In the old days,
yeah.
And he was a teacher. I'm talking about the old days.
This is what he's talking about.
What was?
He's been
interviewed for Channel 7. I'm gonna put that in my curriculum.
There you go.
I'm gonna put that in my resume. I was interviewed by Channel 7.
There you go. So you got. So you got 2 shot, right? Kids or what? Adults?
Apparently young people, 1 dead, 2 injured. And apparently it was a girl because apparently who was killed. I don't know who got killed, but given what she told me, there was a person running, screaming, "My sister, my sister." So I don't know if she was injured or killed, but she was shot.
So you came over to radio as 2, but you're saying it's 3.
One more thing, apparently they were being chased by a person in a bike.
Sounds like migrants there, huh?
Sounds like my people.
You know, they're cleaning up. Well, which one? He's cleaning up Ecuador, ain't he? Maybe we need to go do reporting down there. Then you can do pina colada reporting down there.
How tough is to get here?
Yeah. You know what? When I was doing all the migrant stuff, reporting downtown, I used to look at him and say, "How come your fingernails are so clean?"
That's evil.
So as you're hearing here, report is 2 shot, 1 dead, 3 shot, maybe 1 dead. So that's what we're hearing. That's why there's this heavy police presence. It looks like there's running gun battles around here. So we're shooting here. We might take a walk over there, see if there's any stuff over there. So there's one crime scene. There's another crime scene there. Then there's another crime scene over there. So it's a big crime scene here, right? So there you go. Sorry, we do know some people out here. So we do our stuff. Again, it's a big crime. We might take a walk down there and see what's down over there. You guys want to take a walk with me? So this is the main crime scene. Looks like there's a lot of bullet casing. But we're going to go over there and see what we see over there, okay? All right, let's go and take a walk, right? I'm going to go over here and see what's over here. So there's one crime scene over there. See that there? We're going to take a walk. I need to stretch my legs a little bit, right? So, reportedly, at least 2 shot, maybe 3, and 1 deceased already, but we don't know. It's not been confirmed. We're going to go down over here and see what's on this side. What's up, my man? It's a nice neighborhood. It's working class people down there. See, this whole area is taped off over here. See that? Oh man, it didn't post. Whatever. Sometimes this Twitter stuff don't work. Report at least 2 people shot, maybe 3, We're hearing there might be one deceased. There's a running gun battle on Wood Street between 49th and 50th. Also over to the next block. So there's a lot of shooting going on down here. We're gonna see what this is about here. See? This is all the way on. This is 49th Street over here. See that? And that's 50th down there. This is, they said this is one scene. This is what came over on the radio. They said 2 people in front here. That's what it came in as, right? 4915 was the original call. I don't know if that's EMS stuff down there. But then you see all the smashes on the other side, right? Right. It's all taped off here. See that there? See, it's the original call said there was 2 guys here in front here that were shot. That's what the original call came in. 2 shot in front of the house here. And then you see all the way down there, and we'll take another walk, right? But there's also a car, something came through. They said there was a motorcycle, a motorbike or something like that was involved. So this is 4915. That's the original call there, right? So that's one scene, and that's the address of the original police call. Then this is taped off down here, and then that whole 50th block is taped off there. Again, so the report is at least 2 people shot, maybe 3, 1 deceased. So we don't know yet. And sometimes, if it's 2 scenes, they'll split them. There's a couple of guys shot there, a couple of guys shot there. They might separate the scenes. So maybe the original guy. What's up, my brother? Maybe the first shooting happens between one group of people, and then somebody shoots back. And they did that before in the loop, in the downtown loop tree lighting shooting, the mass shooting. They separated into 2 and then 7, because they said they weren't connected. So we're gonna go over here and take a look over here. Yeah, how you doing? So here's another scene here, right? We're gonna go this way, right? I don't want to walk on this guy's grass. I don't want to get in trouble. We'll go this way. I'm not walking on your grass. That's the rule in Chicago. Thanks, my brother. So then we got something right here, right? So we got something right there. You see that there? So I don't know if that's deal with this or what. If that guy is part of evidence, but you see that, right? So here we're at 4956. Remember, we started way over there. It's 4915. The first call said that 2 guys were shot over there. Then I'll show you the other scene here, right? So we're down here on the end of the block here. See that there? It looks like some kind of a phone shot there. I guess I can get close. Oh, I'll see. I'll talk to these guys. I don't want to get in trouble. Can I get up to the tape, fellas? Can I get up to the tape right there? Yeah, I know. Don't touch it, right? Thanks, my brothers. Oh, man. There you go. See that? I thought somebody got shot there, huh? They said that it started over there, 4915. On the radio said 2 guys were in front of the house over there. Then this guy, the reporter said, then some guy was on a motorbike running around here and shot somebody else, and that's why they crashed the car. So it started over there, they say. Maybe, I don't know. But that's the original address. There's a cell phone there, by the way. See that? Yeah. It might have chased them or different group. I was just saying on in the winter when they did the shooting downtown, they separated them. 7 was in one spot, 2 in another spot, and it was 2 different sets of people. So you never know, man. Don't know. You just got to keep out of trouble, right? Lay low. My mother-in-law, she's from Japan, and the first time she visited years ago, I live on Winchester. They killed a guy right across the street from me on Wolcott, right in the alley. So she sticks her hip. You know what she did? She's from Japan. She don't know English. She looked out the window. I said, "Grandma, don't look out the window." But she don't know, right? Huh? That's nothing there, eh? There you go. So that's evidence marker 33 there. Oh man, there's guys on their motorbikes. So, what do we got? We got one scene way down there. See, and they're going down there now. So 4915, right? This is, we're on Wood. Then we're here at 4956. There's looks like a shot phone. It looks like a bullet hole went through there, right? And then we got the main player over here. See this? And we got this one over here. There's a smashed car with a bullet hole in it right there. Then you see 31. Got a bunch of bullet casings on. We might go on out of the street and see what we can see over there, right? There you go. So the whole block was terrorized, right? See the bullet hole in that car right there? That's a bullet hole in the top there. See if I can get over there, get you guys another shot, right? It's a big shooting. What are you hearing? 2 or 3?
I don't know.
Not yet?
I got here way too late. I'm the second guy for that.
Yeah, I just heard 2, but then he said 3 maybe because he was talking to the ladies.
Oh.
Maybe 3. Maybe 3. So those are like started, you know, it started there and somehow it ended up here. So be safe, my brother. All right, how do I get out of here? We're gonna try to get that other side over there. How about that? We're gonna try to get over there. It's a nice neighborhood. Working class. Back of the yards. What's up, my brother? Alright. We'll try to look on the police website and maybe they've already updated it. We don't know. We're going to try to get to that other side to get everybody a view of what happened over there. So it's a big, big crime scene out here. SubX.News, at least 2 people shot, maybe 1 deceased. Maybe 3 shot. It looks like a running gun battle between gangs here. I told you this is a dangerous area. They don't put up with stuff out here. And they're having gang wars out here. I know one of them is the Satan Disciples. I don't know what the other one is out here fighting. But I know there's gang wars out here. They're straight gang wars. Alright, we're gonna try to get to the other side over there, right? I was down there once picking up my kid. I don't know if it was from this pool or the other pool.
Hey, can I mobile with the helicopter, please?
And they were shooting with big guns out. They shoot at cops out here. They're not afraid. These guys aren't afraid of the cops.
From the ISAT incident earlier, just hit northbound 115th Street and 57 coming northbound. And just hit 111, still northbound.
Alright, let's go. I'm going to try to get you some... So I'll show you. Did you see how big the crime scene is, right? I'm going to try to get to the other side for you guys, all right? Big crime scene here. Oh, I don't know how this guy's gonna get through here, man. I don't know, man. You're kind of going the wrong way, my brother. I don't know what you're doing, man. He's going the opposite direction, right? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. There's another car coming.
7383, go.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, my brother. I need to go that way.
It's 09620. 7386 George. 86 George. The red line. Second event 09621. 09621.
We're gonna go on the other side there for you guys. Right? So that car's got bullet holes in it there.
Squad, can I get a radio check? check. Let's check on City by 1. 2-4.
There you go. At least 2, if not 3, 1 deceased. That's what you're looking at here. SubX.News, back of the yard. This is gang war here, man. This is straight gang stuff here, man. This ain't even... You know how they talk about rappers and all that weird stuff? Yeah, man, that's all fake. That's all fake. These guys don't care. They don't care what you call them, how you call them. They're gangs down here, man. That's what they're about, man. That's what they do, man. That's how life is on this area. Let's see, man. We might be able to see something down here, right? Let's go. SubX.News, right? We're going to see if we can see some stuff down on this end. So you see how big the crime scene is? It's at least 1 block to a block and a half long down here, right? And you got scooters all over it. They might do scooter. And then what did the guy say? They might have used a motorcycle, right? We're going to go see what we see over here, right? SubX.News, scene of at least 2 shot, if not 3, right? That's what we're doing. There you go, right?
10-3-A-3, Eddie. 8 ready. Full track, Scottsville Park, red line.
So there you go. So it started way down there, supposedly, and then ended up over here, right? You see the one car crashed over there. You see the water there? And you see what 33 was the phone, the shot out phone over there. And you got that. I won't get you in the shot. Can I get these here? There you go. You see all those? There you go. There. Look at that. I'm trying to see what type of bullet casings they are. Oh, those are long. Those look like 233s there. Yeah, those are 233s. They're not AKs. Those are 233s there. They're definitely not. They're definitely not 9s. They're too thin for 9s. Okay. There you go. Let me take some picture with my other phone here. Gotta find my other phone. Where did I put my other phone here? And another. Oh, there it is. I can get here. Take some still pictures, right? So you see that. So there's a lot of shooting going on here, and you see that bullet hole in the front of that car there, right? SubX.News on the spot reporting. There's so something's going on here. They shot up over there. It's red tape there. Now somebody was shooting close to here. You start to see all the casings underneath there. So they were, the way casings fly, either he was shooting this way or that way. That guy ended up over there. He was driving this way. So they must have been shooting at the car or something over here. You see the way the bullet casings are all landed there? I don't know. I'm not a detective. I'm just a guy with a phone. That's all I am. Want me to get out of here? There you go, right? See that there? This is where the bulk of the shooting happened, looked like. And there's a car crashed right there. That car has a bullet hole in the front hood there. And then there's a number 33 evidence is the phone with a bullet hole in it right in front of that house there by that white van there. So there you go. Big crime scene here. Back of the yards. So that's about all we're going to see, I think. So again, early reports are they just started over there, 4915 South Wood. But I don't know how then it gets down to over here unless they chased each other. There's a report there was somebody on a motorbike or something. At least 2 shot, maybe 3, and 1 deceased. That's what we got here. We're on Wood, and I forget what street is. What's the next street past Wood? I don't know what that is there. What's the street east of Wood there? Does anybody know? SubX.News on the spot reporting it is now 5:38. Yeah, these guys don't care about summer jobs, by the way. So all that talk that mayor does about summer jobs and peace and all that, yeah, that has nothing to do with these guys. They do gang stuff out here. It's a big crime scene, at least a block and a half. There's 33 evidence markers, 1 cell phone with a bullet hole in it. There's a car with a bullet hole in the hood. And here's where the bulk of the shooting happened here by the alley. At least 2 shot, maybe 3. We're hearing 1 deceased. By 50th and Wood. Shooting started or something started at 4915 South Wood. I'm typing, that's what I'm doing, guys. And we want to maybe get over there. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see anything too much over there. Let me find out what that other street is. Does anybody know what that other street is over there? Between going east of Wood. Let's see here. I'll find out much more. Hermitage. So we're in the alley between Wood and Hermitage right now. Between Wood and Hermitage. What's up? And this is definitely, we're labeling this one gang wars, so. All right, you guys ready to get out of here? Oh yeah, well, we don't know if this could be retribution. We don't know if that's the same suck that's here. In these areas, there's two different gangs sometimes within blocks. This is the old-fashioned way down here. You can have a different gang on each block here. So they might have did something with one crew. This crew might have been waiting for them or heard that. And this crew might not be related to that crew. That's how it is down here. That's the old-fashioned way. In old Chicago, you go block by block sometimes. There would be different crews, so... You don't know, Greg. You don't know down there how this goes. Is it related to drugs? Is it related to a girl? Is it related to turf? Is it related to anything like that? But this is definitely gangs down here, all related to gang. And there's a gang war going down here. It's been going on for a little while now. Again, I'll show you guys. I'll zoom in for you guys. I'm pretty sure if you see that one, see the number 20 there, Greg? See how thin it is there? I don't know if you can see it. Right?
Sure, I'm going to push this a little back.
Push a little back? Alright. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. There you go. I'm going to sit over here. How about that? Is that good? How about that? Is that right there? There you go, right?
Alright, you're good right there.
Thanks, bro. 3 shot. So we're confirming. Holly just said 3 shot. Yeah. So there were thin bullets too. All right. Maybe I'll take one more shot. Then we're gonna get out of here. Maybe we'll get the other shot from there, and then we'll shut down this feed. Right. Again, triple shooting here. That's what we're hearing. Right. Triple shooting. There you go. A lot of bullet, and those look thin. Those look like 233s there. So again, I think what they're saying, something started there, something kept moving. These guys were shooting at the car coming this way, because there's a car over here. There's a car right there. You see that car right there? That one right there? That car right there? It's got a bullet hole in the front hood there. And I've crashed over there. So. And you got bullet casings or something over there. So these guys must have been out here or something. They were shooting at the car. These guys. And maybe the car was shooting at them. We don't know. Right? We'll figure this one out. All right. All right, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go on the other side, see if there's anything on the other side over there. All right. Again, triple shooting down here in the back of the yards. That's what they're saying. Triple shooting, 1 deceased. That's what I heard already. But that's unconfirmed. Unconfirmed. Is she taking the evidence? You see her taking evidence? You guys want to see how she does her job? I got some tea here. Maybe we'll relax, huh? Before I get going. Do you want to see? I don't know. Let's see what she's doing. What evidence she's picking up, right?
Frequency mode.
Let's see what she's doing over here. I me a tea. I got some tea here. See that? That's my tea. That ain't moonshine. That's tea. She's, oh, sorry about that. So the evidence tech is over there. And remember, there was a phone shot too over there. So there's multiple scenes here. I don't see her anyway. Let's see, do we see her? She's over there. We'll go over there. We're gonna get out of here. Let's have some tea and go. Again, I'm gonna say this one more time. And look, I don't want no crime. I wish we would have no crime. I wish everybody had a summer program and everybody was cool and legit. But to think summer programs are going to solve the gang problem in Chicago is silly. These guys doing this stuff here are not in a summer program. That's all I got to say. We're going to back up. I'm going to get you another shot from over there, okay, guys? and then I'll shut down the feed cam.
Check about 098060980.
It's a good picture there, right? I do screenshots, right? Let's get out of here.
383 Charlie.
Somebody just coming out?
7383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
Is that number for lunch in the 2nd district?
And look, again, I'm a positive guy. I don't want negativity. Look, if I would do pizza pictures or hot dog pictures or bird pictures or park pictures, I would do that all day long. All day long. I don't mind it, right? But, see, she's taking the pictures of the... There you go, you can see the evidence tech, right? Right, 2 evidence techs, right? See that there? How about that? Is that a little better there, Greg? There you go. Can you see that? A little better? I'm gonna sit here. How about that? Can I have a tea and watch the evidence tech work? There you go. Again, back of the yards. Right now, we're in the alley between Wood and Hermitage. We're on 50th Street. I got a call earlier that there was 2 people shot in front of 4915 South Wood. We got here, we came in through 50th, and we seen a car with a bullet hole over on going westbound on 50th towards Wood. Right there on the corner has a bullet hole in the hood. Then we went to 4959. I think that's the house of 4950. Yeah, I think no, those are evens on that side. There's 4958, I believe, the house. There's a cell phone with a bullet hole in it. And then we went up to 4915. There's a bunch of rags with some blood. So I don't know if the shooting started there, if the shooting ended there. I didn't see no bullet casings there. Usually they do the numbering from where they think it started. So the numbering goes from Hermitage towards Wood, right? So and these are homicide detectives here. So this is a homicide, right? So they're trying to figure out the crime right now. See that there? What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up, fellas? Those are homicide detectives right there, right? So this is a homicide. Let me check the internet and see if they already listed this as what happened here. I'll double check, right? Again, SubX.News on the spot reporting here in the back of the yards. At least 2 shot, if not 3, and we're hearing there was 1 homicide down there, right? So the summer program is not looking good for the mayor. That's all I gotta say. Again, I would love that to be no homicides. I would love that. Alright, let's go. We're gonna go to my access. We're gonna see what Chicago police have to say here, right? They might have something to say, they might not, right? Let's see. Three hospitalized, 3 shot. So it's a triple shooting on here. It's triple shooting. That's what this label has. Triple shooting. One person says that there might be 1 already deceased. All right, here, let me read it out to you guys. Right here. I got it right here. Let me show you on you both of you. This is what I'm going to read from. This is the official police information I get access to. So if you guys want to hear this, that's what I'm going to read from, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it on Citizen app here. There you go, all right? I'm going to read off of that. All right, I'm going to read this real quick for you guys. Oh, it is a homicide. So it is a homicide. 3:30 p.m. It happened at approximately 3:30 p.m. A 26-year-old female, 18-year-old male victim, and a 16-year-old male victim were all traveling in a vehicle westbound on 50th Street. So they were traveling in that car that had the bullet in the hood. Two unknown offenders on a motorcycle pulled up alongside. Wow. Both offenders produced firearms and fired shots at the victims. The victim's vehicle then came to arrest after striking a parked vehicle on 1700 block West 50th Street. That's that car over there with the bullet hole in the front of it, right? So the car was moving. Two motorcycles pulled alongside of it and shot at the car. That's the report. Now let's see what happened to the victims. The victim's vehicle came to arrest, striking the parked vehicle on 1700 block of West 50th Street. The 16-year-old victim sustained a gunshot wound to the left arm, left leg, and was transferred to the UFC hospital in critical condition. The 18-year-old victim sustained a gunshot wound to the right hip and was transferred to the UFC hospital and is in serious condition. The 26-year-old victim, which is I think the female, right? The 26-year-old female victim sustained a gunshot wound to the back and was transported to USC Hospital where she was pronounced. So the female is dead, and she was with two teenagers. So that's what happened here. So it's a triple shooting, one homicide, one is in critical, right? One is in critical condition. Another one's in serious condition. So that's the full report. That's what you guys got. SubX News on the spot reporting. You just got that. This was just posted at 5:32 p.m. by the Chicago police. So that's less than 20 minutes old. That's what you got. So there is one deceased, right? That's what you got here. So we'll go around and see what we... Let me post this up real quick for you guys so I can post up the... Triple shooting, one dead, back of the yards. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm trying to get this news out as soon as I can. That way you guys know how to adjust with your families if you're living around here or whatever you're doing. Yeah, I don't want to say nothing else. I don't want to... Here. I believe everyone should be safe no matter what you're doing. And I say sometimes live by the sword, die by the sword, but no one deserves to die. That's all I got to say. And there's teenagers involved, kids involved, all of that. So, you know, we don't need none of this stuff. You know, get the old chains and bats and do a rumble or something, or do something else. You don't need to be shooting up a neighborhood, right? And that happened at what? Right after school, right? 3:30 is school letting out. So imagine school. There's a park here, school lets out. There's after school programs, all of that stuff. And yeah, you know, no one's addressing that issue, right? And you're watching SubX News. We're live on the scene. So 2 teenagers and an older female, right? And with motorcycles. I'm sorry I was jibber-jabbering there, but I haven't seen my buddy for a long time. We did a big report many years ago. Look me up. John Kugler, Toxic School, McKinley Park. That's the story I worked on with that reporter. That was almost 20 years ago now. If you guys know me, like I said, I've been doing this for a little while, so I hope I can do other things, man. I'd like to take like parrot. I told everybody one of my dreams is to do parrot pictures on a beach. You know, the guy that has the parrots and puts them on your shoulders and charges you like $10-20. That guy. I want to be that guy. I'm looking for the picture of the I thought I had a picture of the car's hood here, right? Didn't I? Oh, there we go. Thanks for everybody's patience too. Appreciate it. I'm posting this so it's posted and everybody can make informed decisions about their families, right? And where do you want to do tonight, where to go, and how to live your life, right? I don't think I have a picture from this area here. There we go. We'll do that one. Large crime scene. Six o'clock. Why don't we listen to the 6 o'clock news, everybody? Is that okay with everybody? Oh, no music. They'll ban me on Facebook. I don't know if Citizen App will ban me. But I know. I hope maybe they'll have the news on WBBM, right?
It's the latest on that coming up from CBS News. Sports comes host the Reds tonight. Sox take on the Angels in L.A.
I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg. New record highs for the NASDAQ and the S&P today as calm returns to the Persian Gulf. The Dow up 356 points. The NASDAQ up 258. The S&P adding 58.
It's 6 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. On the second day of the U.S. military guiding stranded ships in the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump has just said on social media that he's pausing the U.S.'s Project Freedom to help ships leave that strait. Earlier today, Secretary of State Marco Rubio stressed the mission is not an offensive operation.
This is a defensive operation. And what that means is there's no shooting unless we're shot at first. Okay? We're not attacking them. But if they're attacking us or they're attacking a ship, you need to respond to them.
U.S. and its Gulf allies have proposed a UN resolution threatening Iran with sanctions or other measures if it does not stop attacks on ships in the Strait of Hormuz, stop imposing illegal tolls, and disclose the placement of all mines. The BBC's Chris Barrow says that the cruise ship where a deadly virus has killed 3 people and sickened some others.
The Dutch operator of a cruise ship at the centre of a deadly hantavirus outbreak says 2 specialised aircraft are en route to Cape Verde, where the vessel is anchored to evacuate 2 sick crew members to the Netherlands. 3 people have died, with 2 of the deaths caused by hantavirus.
Tennessee is among the latest southern states to consider redrawing congressional maps. Republican Governor Bill Lee has called Tennessee lawmakers into a special session to consider a plan that could break up the state's lone Democratic-held U.S. House district centered on the majority black city of Memphis. CBS's Nicole Valdez.
One of the main concerns here is what impact this will have on the upcoming midterm elections, recognizing that those candidates who have already qualified and that qualification deadline has long passed will now have to re-qualify, and their campaigns will now have to extend to a much different group of people.
President Trump is bringing back the Presidential Fitness Test Award.
The president signed a proclamation to revive the program that measured students' overall physical fitness.
Grade schoolers across the country competed against each other.
The test was used in public schools for decades and included a mile run, sit-ups, push-ups, and more. But during the Obama administration, the program shifted focus from competition to personal health goals. But now,
we're bringing it back. My administration's working very hard to defend America's cherished athletic traditions.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
The verdict is in for former Patriots receiver Stephon Diggs in a case in which he was accused of assaulting his private chef in a pay dispute. The judge asking the jury foreperson,
on count 1, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count 2, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Diggs' attorney said he denied the charges. This is CBS News.
Every Sunday, moderator Margaret Brennan goes face-to-face with top leaders to make you better informed. Face the Nation, Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Are you ready for your next escape? Experience the excitement at Four Winds Casinos in New Buffalo, Hartford, and Dowagiac, Michigan, and South Bend, Indiana. With award-winning cuisine, luxurious hotel accommodations, the latest slots with the biggest progressive jackpots, and a wide variety of your favorite table games, the winning never stops. Why settle for less when you can have it all at Four Winds Casinos? Your entertainment escape.
CSO artist-in-residence and esteemed mezzo-soprano Joyce DiDonato returns to sing with the Chicago Symphony Orchestra May 7th through the 9th at Symphony Center.
Guys, ready to get out of here?
Performs Peter Lieberson's heartbreakingly sensuous song cycle set to the poetry of public...
What's up, man? When are you gonna get your Jeep? When are you gonna get a Jeep, brother?
A milestone was reached in Britain. For close to 300 years, the Royal Horticultural Society has kept a herbarium.
I gotta say hello to some of the officers there. There you go. She's taking evidence right there. You want to see how she does it?
And this is the man who grew it, botanist Jonathan Gregson.
It's really exciting for me.
I know he doesn't sound excited. He is a botanist.
And not any old specimen either. The 100,000th specimen.
A cutting of the shade-loving wild ginger plant has now been pressed and stored with its 99,999 companions. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
U.S. job openings were essentially unchanged at 6.9 million in March, another sign the American labor market remains sluggish even before the full impact of the war hit the economy. Job openings in the labor turnover survey shows that layoffs rose in March, but hiring improved and more people quit their jobs. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station.
Let's see if the local news has this already, right?
And WBBMNewsRadio.com. The time now is 6:05 on Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. Good evening, I'm Glenn Marshall, and currently we're sitting underneath 55 degrees and cloudy skies here in Chicago. It's going to be mostly cloudy early and partly cloudy late. It'll be a low of 43 tonight, but tomorrow remaining cool with clouds and limited sun. We'll see a high of 58 degrees, and tomorrow night partly cloudy skies and chilly with lows ranging from 35 degrees in some western suburbs to 45 at the lakefront. Of course, we're going to look at that AccuWeather 5-day forecast at 6:15, but right now our top local story on News Radio WBBM starts now. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson wants state lawmakers to provide help with improvements around the lakefront and the museum campus, even if bears move out to Arlington Heights. Now, this story is coming from WBBM political editor Jeff Buckles.
The campus needs a makeover.
And Mayor Johnson told reporters that the plan he and Bears executives put forth 2 years ago to reimagine the museum campus around a new publicly owned dome stadium would have brought that makeover, especially when it comes to getting in and out.
The ingress, egress is absolutely horrific.
And as he prepares for discussions this week with state lawmakers about the city's needs from Springfield, he suggests that the so-called mega projects bill that the team wants for a new stadium in Arlington Heights is economically unsound.
I don't know why why any Chicago legislator would vote for anything that doesn't benefit the people that they represent and vote for.
And he says he wishes there was as much interest in finding ways to increase funding for public schools.
Think about how folks are coming together to figure out a stadium.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 1059, WBBM.
Arlington Heights police say they've narrowed their investigation into a stolen gun belonging to a school resource officer who's mislaid it to a small group. One person is currently in custody, and officials say the gun was removed from the school and there are no additional threats. Now, the school district says classes will resume tomorrow and a dedicated police presence will be present throughout the school day. The officer has been placed on administrative leave pending an investigation. And Kane County officials are sharing new information about a disturbing discovery last month at a forest preserve.
A resident strolling through a heavily wooded area of Raceway Woods in Carpentersville back on April 26 spotted what appeared to be a skull. Authorities with the Forest Preserve District of Kane County's Public Safety Division responded, and a search of the area turned up other human bones.
So I'll take you guys back on the back up and show you the other end, right?
50s, but that it could take several weeks for more definitive information. Anyone with info still being asked to contact the Forest Preserve. Andy Day, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
And at 6:08 is now time for traffic and weather together on the 8th.
So I'm going to back up. I'm going to take you to Hermitage and show you the other end of the scene. And then we're going to be done with Citizen. We're still on Citizen app and we're still on Facebook Live. So if you're just tuning in, this is a triple shooting in the back of the yards. 3 people shot. There was a 16-year-old, 18-year-old males, teenagers. One is in critical, one is in good condition. And I think it's a, let me double check before I misspeak. 26-year-old female. She's deceased. They were all driving in that car that had a bullet hole in it. There's a car that's on my videos. You can check my page. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. You might see it in the earlier part of Citizen app. There's a car facing west, right at 50th and Wood. That's got a bullet hole in the hood. There's also a phone that's on the sidewalk with a bullet hole in the middle of the phone. So they were driving here, and there was 2 guys on, I don't know if they were on these scooters or they were on motorcycles, but they said they were on motorcycles. And they started shooting at the car. And then the car crashed over there on 50th and Wood. That's what happened. Now, we also see stuff at 4915 South Wood. That's the original call, said there was a shooting up there. And there's actually something's up there. Some clothes or some bloody stuff up there. So we don't know if the shooting started there, if they were driving around the block, gang banging, or what they were doing. And then they also were down here on Hermitage. So it's a big crime scene. It goes from Hermitage and 50th all the way up to 49th and Wood. So it's about a block and a half long. Again, 3 people shot, 1 dead. The dead is a 26-year-old female. May God rest her soul. Right. One of the kids is in critical condition, so hopefully he pulls out of it, and one is in good condition. Again, they were all driving in a car and they were shot at. What we're going to do is we're going to go around the block, and I'll go to the Hermitage area because I haven't been to there yet, and we'll see what we can see from that end, right? We're backing up in an alley. This alley is between Wood and Hermitage, right? That's where we're at. And again, this is the back of the yards, and this is gang activity out here. This is straight gang, unless it's a girlfriend issue, which I don't know. I don't think it was. There's gang wars out here. Can I get over there or not? Can I get that way or not? You know what? We're just gonna go around the block. Forget that guy. I don't want to deal with nobody out here. This is a little dangerous area here. I'm not gonna deal with nobody out here. Again, we're on a triple shooting. 3 people shot. 3 people shot, one dead. Gang, this is a gang area here. I don't know who it is. I got it written up. There's a lot of little different gangs here. I don't know if this is Saint Disciples here. I don't know if it's the I don't think the Latin Kings are down here. I don't know because I'm not in a gang, so I can't tell you what it is down here. But there is gang wars down here. This is an active gang war territory down here. Lots of killings happen down here. You know, people say, oh, it's those people, them people. It's all over the city. It's all over. So don't get confused about race or ethnicities or neighborhoods. I mean, some of the worst gangs in the city of Chicago are white gangs. I'm actually starting writing up about it. There's a lot of good writing on white gangs, and that's where a lot of this stuff started. I think the Maniac Disciples were started by the Bohemians over there in that area, in the Pilsen area. So Pilsen is Bohemian, everybody knows that, right? So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna show you this end from Hermitage. Those are the detectives, it looks like. See that there? And there you can't see too much here. I'll show you though this end, right? So this is the Hermitage side. The cars crashed on the Wood side, Wood and 50th. Now we're on 50th and Hermitage, and then there's another crime scene on 49th and Wood. So it goes from 49th Street to 50th Street, and from Wood to Hermitage. It's like an L-shaped crime scene, okay? That's what you're looking at. And we'll go out here, we'll show you what's going on out here, okay? Again, SubX.News, this is a triple shooting. 1 person dead. It was 2 teenagers, 16-year-old, 18-year-old boys in a car with a female. 26-year-old female is dead. She was shot in the back, right here. And those look like they're rifle rounds, right? So this is the Hermitage side, right? So, I'll try to get up here and show you this. So do you see? Hey, oh, you're over here. Hey, wait, I know her. Stay over there? Okay. All right. How about on that side? Is that all right? On the grass? Over here, maybe? All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Go eat. Go eat dinner. I'm like, I think I know that lady. So, there's a crime scene on 4915 Wood, which is... Wood is that street there, and it's way that way, 1 block, way over there. There's a crime scene over there. There's a cell phone with a bullet hole right the second house down. So there's evidence markers over on Wood. There's evidence, the cell phone is number 33. And these are bullet casings here. Now I'll show you over here. I don't want to disturb her lunch, right? Hey, what's up, my brother? So you see there, let me show you this. Get down here. That's the car right there. So they say they were driving around and something happened. 2 motorcycles surrounded that car there while I was driving, I hear. And you see, these are all the bullet casings here. You see all the bullet casings here? So shooting started here or something. There's most of them here. I don't see any bullet casings by the car. The bullet that crashed right over there. So I don't know which way they're running. I don't know what 4915 has to do with this. Because there's evidence markers over on 4915, which is down the block. And 4915 is 1 block from here. So it's an L-shaped. It's this way. But the car ended up here, but what's the evidence markers on 4915? Maybe they're, and I'll have to say this. The car might have been circling. What happens sometimes when people are gangbanging, they'll circle the block. Right? So they might have been circling the block, and then the guys got on the motorcycles and shot them up. That's one of my... So most of the bullet casings here, and if you see the car Must have been hit in the radiator or something. See that there? The water, because we see that the hood of the car was shot out, right? So that's what you see here, right? There you go. So it's a big crime scene. It's an L shape. Again, this is 50th Street. That's Wood there. So it's here. But it's weird because it doesn't make sense that it's over there. And that's, yeah, it doesn't make sense the way the scene is. They must have been driving around the block or something. So, I mean, that's what I'm thinking maybe. But I don't know. I'm only thinking, right? The cops probably know more than I do. Pretty sure they do. I'm going to take one picture and get out of here. What do you say, guys? We'll listen to the radio a little bit, see what's going on, and then we'll get out of there. Thanks for watching, by the way. So that's the car that got shut up. See the door open over there? Alrighty, let's get out of here. Just starting your shift or ending?
I came on at 3.
You got a little more to go, right? You're like me, second shifter. Alright, be safe, my brother. I'll find my key somewhere in my pocket here. Again, back of there. It's quiet here. You just gotta watch for the gangs, that's it. Alright, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna go find something to do. We'll listen to the radio a little bit. I'll throw the police radio on.
Frequency 7384 Charlie. 84 Charlie. Number to the red line 47.
There you go, triple shoot.
10175, 10175.
Ain't no joke. I'll be honest, that's why you can't have a guy from Elgin running your city. And I'll say something and you might think it's derogatory. You might think it's derogatory, and it might be. Even the little ballerina knew Chicago, because his old man was Mossad. Everybody knows who I'm talking about, right? Ballerina. He did ballerina stuff. Ram. He lived in the rough areas of the city. He grew up rough. He chopped his finger off because his dad made him work when he was a kid. So he knew his way around and probably got beat up a few times. And he moved all around a little bit, right? Then you had Lightfoot. She was so-so. Her brother got killed or got whatever because he was a cocaine dealer and she didn't like the cops a little bit. That's why she becomes a prosecutor. And there you seen the little opening of the anti-cop stuff, right? Now when you get a guy from Elgin who's an anti-cop guy, he's not going to stop this. One, he doesn't understand what a big city's about because he comes from the suburb. Secondly, he's not from here and he's an anti-cop, pro-criminal guy, and he thinks this is fun and games, and it's not. 16-year-old, 18-year-old, and a 26-year-old female now is dead, and a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old are both in the hospital. This isn't a joke. This isn't playing games on the internet. This isn't playing I'm a Marxist or socialist or I'm a capitalist or I'm a Tea Party guy. This is street stuff. And if you don't understand this stuff, you should stay out of the way. And that's the problem with that guy, right? You look at his pictures, he's got police all around him. He wears gym shoes to meetings. That's not the guy we want. I don't want that guy as my mayor. I didn't vote for that guy for that mayor. I voted for Jamal Green, and I voted first I voted for Jamal Green, the first round. The second round, I voted for Paul Vallis. And I don't like Paul Vallis. I'm going to say this straight out here. I don't like Paul Vallis. I got articles that I wrote against Paul Vallis about the school district. I don't like that guy. But I know Paul Vallis. And between Paul Vallis and Johnson, I'd rather vote for Paul Vallis. Hey, what's up? That's my little talk about gang violence. And I grew up in the city. I grew up, I'll tell you my address, I could care less. I grew up on 2830 South Spalding. That's where I grew up. I graduated from McCormick School. After that, my mom and dad had a little bit of marital troubles, and I bounced around as a teenager between my dad's place. He had a place on Kedvale, 26 in Kedvale.
122 units from 1 in Citywide. We have a battery in progress, 900 South Wabash, 900 South Wabash, 64, apartment 602. Female state teaching here, a couple fighting verbally and physically in apartment 602. Unknown for weapons. Bishop 1, zone 4 clear.
My dad had a place on Kedvale, and then he had another place on Belmont and Sheffield. My mom moved out to the suburbs because they're having a divorce. She couldn't afford to live in the city. So I bounced between the two, right? And I moved back into the city, and I stayed at my dad's place when he was in Bucktown. And since then, I've lived in the city. And that was in the early 90s.
Citizen over 2112 North Lake Charger Haven in southbound lane for Black Hyundai Sonata. That is stalled.
So that's my story. That's how I kind of, and I've never been in a gang. I've been arrested. I've been in trouble, but I've never been in a gang. So I kind of know a little bit, but I don't know the gang culture. I know it from being around it, but I'm not in it. So when I talk about the gangs, it's just from my experience living in the city, right? So that's all I got. Let's go. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to drive to? Is there any other crime scenes that happened since we've been on air? So, what's up? What's up, Marietta? What are you cooking for dinner? Anything good?
85 Charlie. 85 Charlie. I gotta look it up on platform check. Where are you? 87 runway. Alright, it's gonna be 10222. 10222.
Alright, let me get out of here, right? It looks like it's gonna rain tonight, Marietta. Well, we're gonna run till 7. How about that, right? I'll do a 3-hour show today.
84 David, take his name 10710. This is 25 and citywide. Person with a gun, 2100 North Lamont, 2100 North Lamont. He saw a guarding driver of a white Altima try to hit his vehicle, then approached him with a hammer. Both agencies concealed the carry, grabbed him for protection. The male Hispanic, and build test on his neck, navy blue cap. Last seen headed southbound. No further information. Don't 12 clear.
Got a hammer, and he's concealing carry. So a hammer versus a gun. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? Who's gonna win that fight, right? There's a big crime scene. It's still here. You want to see it? The crime scene's still there. I'll put it that way so you guys can see.
84 David at 55 and the rail line was 1027. Was it other coming in? 7384 boy. Alright, 84 boy, where are you at? Crossfield and the red line. Oh, so that wasn't 84 David. Okay, so I'll fix it. Take 10227. 10227.
There's gonna be some retaliation, I'm pretty sure. There's gonna be some retaliation.
300 David. 300 David. Yeah, squad, is this the zone I call to Oil K9 for assessment? Yeah. Is it from the Chappelle's? 10-4. Alright, and... Okay, I'm sorry. What do you need K9 for money? Yeah, money, sir. Alright, is it over 500? It's not, but you do farm property owner unknown.
Again, it's not a joke. Living in the city is not a joke. It's not a game. It's not TV either.
4724. I'm not a sergeant, but yeah, we won't be able to do a sniff for that. Alright, yeah, 300, David. It has to be over 500. 10-4. Thank you.
No problem.
4700, they also heard that. Yeah, that's a no. Thank you.
Alright, 4, thanks for this.
85 Eddie.
85 Eddie.
Hold on, 69 deadline.
Triple shooting, woman is dead. Back of the eyes.
10256. 10256.
3273.
Alright, I had multiple units coming in.
You're running bus 245 from St. Louis. Roosevelt going south.
10265. 10265.
3270.
3270.
Yeah, can you order fuel for a disabled vehicle, 4200 South Lakeshore Drive in the southbound lane?
4200 South Lakeshore Drive in the southbound lane. Alright, I'll give him a call.
Boy.
87 boy.
I got an event number for transmission all Wednesday.
Three shot, one dead. Lady, 26-year-old, and 2 teenagers shot. That car there, see the car on Wood? They shot the car, he crashed. So three shot, one dead, all right? Be safe, my brothers, okay?
Thank you.
All right? Be safe, all right? All right, be safe. And you see, he's coming home from work. That guy was just coming home from work, and he's like, he almost said, what the F, right? He was coming home from work, that guy. That's what happens. He's coming home from work, right? And there you go. They got gang cameras all over. See the pods over there? Yeah, these are hard-working people here. Right? He said, "What the f?" That's what he said. Like he's like, what he did is he said, "What the f?" He's coming home, right? You don't want to deal with a murder on his block, man. You kind of get it. You got all kinds of dudes around here with masks and shit. What do you guys want to do? Where are we going? You guys want to go south, north? Where are we going? It's 6:30 now. Oh, news. Let's listen to the news.
A Cook County elected official dodges jail time, found not guilty of DUI.
This is Mike Krauser on the south side.
Rain, snow, sleet, hail.
Letter carriers prepare to stamp out hunger.
Plus, at least 2 people are dead following a shooting at a mall just outside of Dallas. In WBBM Sports, the Cubs, they take on the Reds tonight, as well as the Sox taking on the Angels in Los Angeles. In AccuWeather, we're going to know that there's mostly cloudy early, then partly cloudy late skies happening tonight with a low of 43 degrees. Tomorrow, remaining cool with clouds and limited sun, a high of 58 degrees and lows ranging from 35 in some western suburbs to 45 at the lakefront. At 6:31, here's your top story. Several West Town residents are speaking out about potential new bike lanes. This story is coming from Andy Dane.
This is completely unacceptable, and it's completely going to screw up Grand Avenue as a major thoroughfare through our community.
Longtime resident Dan Olis not mincing words about Mayor Johnson's plans, supported by Alderman Walter Burnett III. call for shrinking Grand Avenue from 4 lanes to 2 in order to create new bike lanes.
Where are the residences, their guests, and their customers supposed to park? What's going to happen when an Amazon, a UPS, a FedEx, a U.S. Mail delivery service needs to stop on Grand Avenue and it's only 2 lanes? It's going to block up traffic in both directions.
Oldest says he and many neighbors aren't opposed to new bike lanes, but want to ensure first responders, businesses, and residents in the area don't suffer.
This is an opportunity, a great opportunity for our aldermen and our mayor to show that they really care about their constituents, to show that what we think really matters.
In Westtown, Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A Cook County judge has found Tax Appeals Commissioner Samantha Steele not guilty of drunk driving almost 18 months after her high-profile arrest on Chicago's North Side.
Do you want me to handcuff you and arrest you? That's police body cam video recorded the night of November 20th, 2024, as officers talked to the driver of a car that had just smashed into 2 parked cars on Ashland Avenue
White
near
drug
Ainslie.
addicts.
Specifically, one of 3 elected members of the Cook County Board that reviews appeals of property tax assessments. Police arrested Samantha Steele after she refused to take field sobriety tests, smelled of alcohol, was slurring, and was disrespectful to law enforcement.
At this point, you're refusing to provide me any.
But in a bench trial that lasted a day and a half, the judge said prosecutors had not proven definitively that Steele was legally drunk. She's already faced a wrongful termination lawsuit and a finding of ethics violations since she was elected 4 years ago. She lost her bid for re-election in the March primary. We're in the loop. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9 WBDM.
The National Association of Letter Carriers is preparing for the Stamp Out Hunger food drive.
We're at the NALC Union Hall at 38th and Wabash, where the annual event was kicked off with the help of Assistant Secretary Treasurer Matt Julian.
Letter carriers get it done, right? Rain, snow, sleet, hail, COVID, crime, bad management, underpaid, underappreciated. But we go out there and do the damn thing, right?
Elise Foster, the president of NALC Branch 11, said with people losing food assistance, many need help.
You all see the insecurities out there as you deliver the meal. You know the customers that's in need. You know those who are dependent on these benefits and programs.
Don Villar with the Chicago Federation of Labor.
It started in Chicago. It's the largest single-day food drive ever.
Letter carriers are dropping off cards this week asking postal customers to leave non-perishable food items in bags by mailboxes for pickup on Saturday. They'll get the food to the pantries. In Bronzeville, Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A teenager has died days after being stabbed inside a Joliet apartment. It happened Sunday around 1 p.m. inside a 5th floor unit at the Riverwalk Homes apartment located on the 300 block of North Broadway. Now, Joliet police are saying a 17-year-old was taken to St. Joseph Medical Center in critical condition. He later died on Monday. Police were able to arrest another 17-year-old for his alleged involvement. He's facing juvenile aggravated battery charges. However, those may be upgraded since that victim has died. And President Trump is bringing back the Presidential Fitness Test Award.
The president signed a proclamation to revive the program that measured students' overall physical fitness.
Grade schoolers across the country competed against each other.
The test was used in public schools for decades and included a mile run, sit-ups, push-ups, and more. But during the Obama administration, the program shifted focus from competition to personal health goals. But now,
we're bringing it back. My administration's working very hard to defend America's cherished athletic traditions.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
Hi, I'm Jack Arnold from Arnold Electric.
We're gonna drive around a little bit. We'll go to 7. We might do it to 7:30. I don't know. We might do some. I might find a nice spot here in Inglewood or something. Maybe we'll do some meditation in Inglewood. Yep. A murder in his front yard. Kids can't go out. You can't go be outside. You can't do nothing. You can't relax. And Brandon Johnson thinks it's a joke. He's paying gangbangers. That's what he's doing. He's paying gangbangers and saying it's okay to rob Walgreens. Go rob the Walgreens, and they leave. They're racist because they're getting robbed. Well, there's a Hispanic neighborhood. He ain't doing nothing about that either, is he? So who's the racist, right? He is. That's cool.
Celebrate Cinco de Mayo with Easy Cater, the best way to order great food from favorite restaurants for all your festivities. From April 27th through May 5th, every order placed earns you 1,000 bonus rewards points. From traditional favorites like enchiladas and mole to festive options like a build-your-own taco bar, even breakfast. Chilaquiles, anyone? Easy Cater makes food for Cinco de Mayo a cinch. Order now at easycater.com.
7383, Eddie.
83 Eddie.
Platform check at Crossville Park, red light.
One zero three eight zero. 10380.
7383 item.
83 Ida.
Push route Ashland 46, please.
Alright, we're in Inglewood now.
10388.
We're back in the yard zone with Inglewood. We're gonna put on the radio calls.
7384 Adam.
7384 Adam.
That number 63, red line, please.
10397. 10397.
Fighting with 5 people watching, female Hispanic, pink shirt, and then a female.
It's going to be John King 243406. John King 243406 on event 09106. 09106.
We're in Inglewood right now.
7383 Adam.
Yes, event number 95th in the rear line. It's out.
10042. 10042.
Alright, Unison 2 and Citywide, I respond to the person with a gun, 4-5 in Cottage. Person called for help, 4-6 in Cottage. Slow it down. Disregard, actually, if you're not on scene. Disregard.
They're doing a lot of drug selling
14,
there.
Citywide, we're getting a battery in progress, 2724 West Evergreen. Caller says 2 females fighting with 5 to 10 people watching, female Hispanic, pink shirt, and then a female with a black jumpsuit. One holding a 2-year-old baby, no visible weapons. No further information. Don't speak there.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
Can I get an event for Orange Line, Roosevelt?
10089. 10089.
Okay, this is 17 and Citywide. We're getting assault in progress at the Kimball Brown Line. Roberts reporting several teams trying to jump them on the train all the way in Black Cities. The northbound train, BCs and other side, zone 1, District 17, clear.
7386
86 out there.
7386 Eddie. Can I get a platform check in Clark Lake?
10120. 10120.
7384 David.
Give me 1 second.
A bunch of teens trying to jump somebody on the Kimball Brown line, northbound.
Red line check 35th.
10130. 10130.
386 David.
86 David.
Yes, miss. Can I get a number, please, for the red line, State of Lake?
10139. 10139.
7363 Adam.
86 Adams.
7383. Eddie.
83 Eddie.
Platform check, red line. Garfield Park, please.
10145. 10145.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
7387.
7387.
Can I get a trip mission number flying a Demon?
10156. 10156. 7383 Henry. 10172. 10172.
7384 Charlie.
84 Charlie.
Numbers of red line 47.
10175. 10175. Unison 7 in the city wide battery in progress 6835 South Carmwood, Inglewood Stem. Third party caller says that her 15-year-old son Daniel says that there's a male black wearing a green shirt that's tasing people outside.
That's right in back of us. Inglewood Stem is right in back of us.
122 Unison 1 in city wide we have a battery in progress 900 South Wabash 900 South Wabash 64 apartment 602. Female state seeking here.
That just happened.
Verbally and physically in apartment 602. Unknown for weapons. Bishop 1 zone 4 clear.
Alright, we're getting an exit citizen over 2112 North Lakeshore Drive in the southbound lane for a black Hyundai Sonata that is stalled.
85 Charlie.
85 Charlie.
I gotta live it on the pro platform check.
Where are you?
800 red line.
Alright, it's gonna be 10222. 10222.
Sheriffs are out here at 63rd Street Red Line. Sheriffs are out. See that there?
84 David, take your van 107. 107. This is 25 Ann City White, person with a gun, 2100 North Lamont, 2100 North Lamont. You saw a regarding driver of a white Altima try to hit his vehicle, then approached him with a hammer.
A lot of hammers today, huh? Yesterday too.
Last seen headed southbound. No further information. Zone 12 clear. 7384.
Sheriffs are out on 63rd Street Red Line. 6:43 p.m. May 5th, 2026.
55 and the red line was 1067. Was another unit coming in? 7384 boys.
Alright, 84 boys, where are you at?
Call shoot in the red line.
Oh, so that wasn't 84 David. Okay, so I'll fix it. Take 10227. 10227.
300 David.
300 David.
Yeah, squad, is this the zone I called to order up K9 for a drug sniff?
Yeah. Is it from the Chappelle?
10-4.
Alright, and... Okay, I'm sorry. What do you need K9 for money?
Yeah, money sniff.
Alright, is it over 500?
It's not, but we do found property owner unknown.
I have an available K9 sergeant.
4724. I'm not a sergeant, but yeah, we won't be able to do a sniff for that.
Alright, yeah, 300 David, it has to be over 500.
10-4.
So the officer, the beat cop who's got some property or somebody in custody or somebody detained says, I have a bunch of property, I want to sniff it. Mostly it's for drugs. And guess what? They say, no, we're not doing it. So guess what? That crook or that crime or that property gets to go, leaves. That's how life goes. Yeah, you just heard it. So whatever that was about, it's gonna, he might still be innocent, but the cop had a suspicion And what? That's not happening, right? That's how life goes. You just heard it.
Going on. 3273, Henry.
Alright, I had multiple units coming in.
83 Henry.
83 Henry.
You're running bus 245 from St. Louis. Going on.
10265. 10265.
3270.
3270.
Yeah, can you order fuel for a disabled vehicle, 4200 South Lakeshore Drive in the southbound lane?
4200 South Lakeshore Drive in the southbound lane. Sorry, I'll give him a call.
7387, boy.
87 boy.
I got a event number for a transmission on Western. Blue line.
The migrants live over here. Some still do, you'll see.
10276. 10276.
There's even white people over here. See that there? White drug addicts. See that there?
7383.
Some white drug addict there.
Check red line, 95th Street.
10281. 10281.
86 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
This is where they said there was no migrants, and then there was 5 murders of migrants. This area, they made fun of me and a few other independent reporters, mostly me, and they said, oh, yeah, there ain't no migrants here, and then there was 5 migrant murders here. That's scumbag. Levavier, I always call him. Troy something, not it's Troy. He's another, he's got the French name, works for the Tribune, I think. Prick, made fun of me, so did Block Club. And then there ended up 5 homicides here of migrants. Oh, right here. In this building right there. 5 homicides. They dumped one of them right in the dumpster over here. That's what you got. You got bums as reporters. Bootlickers. They threw all the blacks out of here.
There's a car on fire, 4700 South, on the drive in the northbound lane. It says there's a black Honda 4-door sedan on fire. Fire's in round.
47th and Lakeshore Drive. This is all migrants here.
84 David.
It's all migrants and now they're gone. See that? This is a migrant building here. See that there? That? You see it all boarded up?
10339.
See that? That was a migrant building there. There was blacks that used to live in there. Blacks lived in here. Then the migrants came, they kicked the blacks out. A New York company got a bunch of money from Biden to put the migrants in there. Okay, look, what is it? What is it now? Oh, empty. It's all boarded up. Got that? It was a scam. It was a money scam. Got that? That's how it goes out here. That's a migrant building. Look it up. 61 South King Drive. Look it up. Look it up.
Classes, you claim me from the Cubs into thank you.
Alright, I'm bored.
7383 Eddie.
83 Eddie.
Platform check at Crossville Park, red line.
10380. 10380.
7383 item.
83 Ida.
Let's try the Ashton 46, please.
10388. 10388.
7384 Adam.
7384 Adam.
That number. 63rd red line, please.
Migrants used to be in that building. About 5 got murdered in that place. 5.
Getting a battery in progress, 1821 West 51st. 2 males attacking a person inside a gray sedan. Unknown plate, male black, black sweater, black pants, details to follow. Zone 13 is 9, station clear.
They made fun of me, all the reporters.
Person with a knife that Plains and Jackson and Des Plains.
Okay, it's all empty now, right?
Male in front of a 7-Eleven just pulled out a knife. Subject wearing a black jacket with a flannel, black hat. The male Vic wearing a green cap, green jacket with brown pants. Nothing further. District 1's on 4 clear.
Let me make a quick video about this. Because this is, we do migrant videos too, right?
10419, 10419.
Oh, there we go. We're almost ready for a sunset, right? SubX.News on the spot reporting, 6:52 p.m. You're looking at the back end of a migrant building. This was a migrant building. Hundreds of migrants lived in this building. They kicked the blacks out, put the migrants in here. New York landlord got money from Biden and housed the migrants here. We were documenting it. And the mainstream media, Block Club, Tribune, and I might have been the Sun-Times too, they said that we were imagining things, that there wasn't no migrants here. Look at how nasty it is here, right? You see that there? See how nasty it is there? Look. And we were documenting the violence here, and people were telling us about the violence here, right? And they made fun of us, said, oh yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, blah, blah, blah. And there's at least 5 murders that happened in this building. They dumped one body in one of these dumpsters here. And now look at it. There's no one here. So what happened? There was blacks in this building. They kicked them out to put the migrants in. They got a bunch of Biden money. They got a bunch of Biden migrant money, right? A New York company got the money, millions and millions of dollars. And now look at it. It's closed. There's no one here. So they kicked the blacks out, lied about the migrants. There you go. And now it's all closed. See that there? Yeah, what? Where's the money at? Where's all that money at? It's gone. 61st and King Drive. That's what happened there. That's the story. Millions of dollars gone. Oh man, there's a cop right there. There's always stuff happening over here. What happened to all that migrant money and that New York landlord that made the millions of dollars over here off the migrants and kicked the blacks out? 61st and King Drive. I'm posting that video, right? What happened? Oh, there's a lot of migrants down here. They live down there. I'll show you. We'll go down to 79th Street, maybe. .50 p.m. May 5th, 2026. Let me just post that and we'll get going, right? We're almost done with our time. Oh, I've been doing this for years. I could take you to all the migrant spots. Oh yeah, they made millions of dollars off those migrants. Except they never helped no neighborhoods, I'll tell you that. There's articles I'm writing about gentrification that the migrants were used for, right? The migrants were used for gentrification. There we go. Let's get going, huh? I got a car pulled over. That's all it is here. I got 2 cars here. See that there? Maybe we'll park over there and see what's going on. We're at 61st and King Drive. It's all closed, man. What did I say the other day about the black neighborhoods? Ain't no investment down here. See any stores open? You don't see no stores open, do you? I spend millions of dollars there for the migrants. That didn't help the neighborhood, did it? That money vanished. That's the point. I've been doing that reporting almost 3 years now. I got videos, 3 years of videos on that. I can show you all the migrant. I know all the migrant spots, every place they stayed. Don't know where they're at today. How are the migrants paying rent, by the way, today? What do you think? You think they got Section 8? There we go. There's an abandoned building right there. You want to see? I'll take you where migrants live. Migrants live right down the road down here. I'll show you where they live at. I'll show you where there's migrants all in this place, all around here. Now watch out. I should roll up my windows, right? Not in Inglewood anymore. This would be East Inglewood. We're already past Inglewood. And this might be Auburn, Gresham. I don't know if this is Chad. This ain't Chad. I'm Chad on myself.
A person on the gun, 57 in Shields, 57 in Shields. There's 12 male black, wearing all black, that have guns in their pockets sitting in the park lot. Nothing but his own sex.
57 in Shields. You guys want to go? That's where we'll end our broadcast. It's almost 7 o'clock, so 57 in Shields right behind us. Want to go see that? Go. I know people that live here, by the way. The guy was murdered right in that alley right over there. Right back there, a guy was murdered. 57 in Shields, right? That guy was murdered right back there. I might not know the exact date, the exact everything, but I can tell you, I do visual. That's how I learn, by visual. Visual. By seeing, right? I remember by seeing. I'll remember like the guy, the reporter. I don't even remember his name right now. I know his name. His name is in I got his name in my phone book, right? We're gonna take a picture of that, right? King Drive. I like that mural there. I'll show you. That's what I'm talking about. I can't get in that alley there. Block that alley there, huh? 57 in Shields, right? You know what? We might end at 7 o'clock at this mural here, right? That's why, because we've been on for 3 hours.
1063.
I think we're gonna end right here. That's where I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna end. That's a Hispanic lady. I told you there's Hispanics out here, right? Well, a lot of migrants around here. There's a lot of them. You'd be surprised. I'd take you all their spots, man. Rothschilds.
86 David.
It's 7 o'clock.
10647. 10647. 95 Charlie.
Man, that's a locked up door, ain't it? You ever see a padlocked door like that?
American citizen Alex Preddy, Tom Homan was sent by President Trump to de-escalate tensions in Minnesota. CBS News' Camilo Montoya Galvez sat down with Homan, who says that the Trump administration is not backing down on mass deportations.
We're still going to enforce law in Minneapolis and Minnesota, but now we're in a better position. We're in a better position. We're safer for the agents, safer for the aliens. Now, the reason you haven't seen a lot of the videos out there because ICE is doing the mission, they're doing the way they should be doing it. Target enforcement operation.
Pope Leo says talking is better after President Trump repeats criticism about the pontiff. The president saying in an interview that the Pope believes it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. Pope Leo says talking about war is now a complex problem.
I always believe that it's much better to enter into dialogue than to look for arms and to support the arms industry, which gains billions and billions of dollars each year.
Apple is exploring having its semiconductors made in the U.S. CBS's Jason Brooks reports.
Intel shares soared higher after Bloomberg reported that Apple is interested in partnering with a chip maker on having Apple's custom chips made in the U.S. Apple also considering South Korea's Samsung as a U.S. chip partner. Taiwan Semiconductor has been making Apple's custom chips for iPhones, iPads, and Macs over the past decade, but Apple is looking to diversify its supply chain.
This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world. I'm Tony. There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers. How are you? I'm Tony DeCopian. Join me on the CBS.
There are a lot of beautiful buildings there.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
The time now is 7:03 on Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. Good evening, I'm Glenn Marshall, and currently we are sitting underneath 55 degrees and cloudy skies here in Chicago. It's going to be mostly cloudy early, then partly cloudy late. It'll be a low of 43 degrees tonight, but tomorrow remaining cool with clouds and limited sun. A high of 58 degrees is expected, with partly cloudy and chilly weather for tomorrow night. Lows ranging from 35 in some western suburbs to 45 degrees at the lakefront. Of course, we're going to take a look at that AccuWeather 5-day forecast at 7:15. But right now, our top local story on News Radio WBBM. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson wants to meet with state lawmakers about the future of Soldier Field with or without the Chicago Bears calling it home. WBBM political editor Jeff Buckles reports from City Hall.
I would have preferred to have conversations about a millionaire's tax.
But the mayor suggested to reporters that as state senators consider the future of that mega projects bill designed to keep the Bears in Illinois, attempts to secure his support for a proposal that would let the team build in Arlington Heights have fallen short.
What is it that we need for the people of Chicago? Let's just start there as a baseline. And what I need for the people of Chicago, our people they have to be able to work.
And he says the idea that construction workers from the city would commute as much as 2 hours a day to a job site at the old Arlington Park is not something anyone in Chicago would want. Mayor Johnson also says that no matter what happens with the Bears, the museum campus needs attention, especially getting in and out of the area.
I don't mean to trigger Bears fans or concert goers. It is just brutal.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Some West Town residents want Mayor Johnson and their aldermen to pump the brakes on plans for major bike lane expansions. The proposal, supported by the neighborhood's aldermen, reduces Grand Avenue from 4 lanes to just 2 for added bike space. Now, West Town resident Dan Olis says Alderman Walter Burnett III has failed to listen to his and others' concerns about the Grand Avenue project.
You should be the voice of your constituents in your ward. And quite honestly, I have been less than satisfied in the type of representation that we've been getting from our local government here in the 27th Ward.
Critics also raise concerns about less parking and what that could mean for local businesses in the area. And we're continuing to follow a shooting in the western suburbs that injured a teenage boy. Carroll Stream police were called to the Newport Villages subdivision around 10 this morning and found a teen with
SubX.News 63rd and Vernon. SubX.News 63rd and Vernon, 7:05 p.m. south side of Chicago. 63rd and Vernon. It's a street stop. The Chicago police just pulled that car over. Street stop. A guy pulled over and it's a street stop. I mean, if people pull over, then all right, but they can't chase a guy that keeps moving. South side of Chicago, 63rd and Vernon, street stop.
$6 million budget deficit.
Parent Peter Bogera told the board the school-age child care program is one of limited options for parents with special needs children.
For those families, this isn't a child care preference. It's how they get to work. Handing that off to a private provider isn't a simple substitution, and the board should understand exactly what happens to those kids before any decision is made.
After relenting on prior proposed cuts to librarians and middle school counselors, the board agreed to keep the before and after school child care program on the whole, but eliminating options for emergencies and on professional development days, as well as at Washington School, where the district says it has low attendance. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And as we approach 7:08, that means it's time for traffic and weather together on the 8s. And we got a crash cleanup that's continuing on the Edens. Here to explain is Abby Ryan.
All right, now, Glenn, the inbound side of the Edens jammed Old Orchard before a two-way crash blocks the two right lanes. Only the left lane gets by. Thank you, Aaron, for calling our WBBM. Mercedes-Benz of Hoffman Estates traffic tip line at 855-780 Road to tell us about that situation. The outbound Edens heavy pass two-way with a Gatehorse delay, 17 out, 33 inbound. 8 Kennedy outbound, a 17-minute ride to Montrose, 25 to the airport. Heavy chambered interchange to the Hubbard Street Tunnel. Earlier crash clear, then tight from Nagle to Harlem. Inbound, heavy from Foster to Ogden. 32 O'Hare 22 coming in from the Edens Junction. I-190 looks great. Eisenhower out. Heavy Cicero to Harlem. 18 to Manheim. 36 to I-90. Inbound 40 I-90 in. Heavy from 25th to Harlem. The outbound Stevenson 22 to 294. 30 out to 355. Inbound clear. Dan Ryan outbound 22. A crash cleared at 95th. Heavy from the Skyway 295th outbound. Inbound 23 solid from the Stevenson to the Jane Bird interchange. 57 back to normal. Bishop Ford outbound heavy 130th to Dalton Avenue. A 13-minute ride from the Ryan to 8094. DuSable Lakeshore Drive, heavy with Cubs traffic. Northbound Fullerton to Belmont. Southbound slow approaching Raleigh to Chicago. Tri-State Tollway northbound heavy approaching Halstead right before it. Crash cleanup of a crash on the two right shoulders. That's on the right shoulder. It's involving two vehicles. Northwest Indiana. Decent if you're on I-80 westbound, so past Brisbane to before Route 47. Morris, crash in the ditch involving two trucks. Also, Barrington Northwest Highway jammed at Main Street with a motorcycle crash. Next report for the Metro Traffic Center at 7:18 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Thanks a lot, Abby. And tonight we'll have a low of 43 degrees, but tomorrow a high of 58 is expected, with lows ranging from 35 in some western suburbs to 45 degrees at the lakefront. It's currently 55 degrees at O'Hare.
Frequency mode.
Along the lakefront, it's 52 degrees. The time now is 7:10.
Hi, I'm Tom Detlefs.
So it looks like this is a traffic stop. He's probably writing her a ticket, right? Maybe she doesn't have a sticker on there or something. So it's 7:10. We're kind of over our limit. We usually run 3 hours because we have time limits on our videos, right?
Yes, VIN number 95th and the real line, south.
Yeah, 63rd and Vernon. Looks like it's a traffic stop. They talked to her, went back to the car, and probably writing the ticket, and that's it. So we're gonna be done because it's 7:10. I don't want to run too much over. Like yesterday, I ran an hour over. I had to cut the video up to upload it. I download it, upload it. I do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna end this way. This is how we're gonna end the video. Okay, there it is. Whatever it is, right? I want to end the video this way. I'll show you how I want to end. That's why I pulled into this place. I want to end the video this way, right? There you go. White drug addicts on the train there. You see the white drug addicts? There's white drug addicts up there. Those are white drug addicts up there. And there, 2 white drug addicts. Looking for drugs. There you go. So this is how I want to end my video, right? Stop the violence. There you go. Stop the violence. I want to end the video. You guys have a good night. SubX.News signing off. It's 7:12 p.m. May 5th, 2026. We're on the south side of Chicago, and let's stop the violence. There you go. SubX.News signing off. Have a good night. It's May 5th, 2026, 7:12 p.m.